Big time. All 50 out.
All the day ones out there?
51.
Day ones.
Hey, true, 51. It's taken us about a year and what? Almost 2 years?
Oh, it's probably about 2 years.
Yeah, probably
left over from leaving from a while ago.
Hey, Sean, Brandon, leaving with Twisted Teas.
He's watching right now. We're in there.
All right,
We'll
boys.
show you how to drink responsibly. And irresponsibly.
You want anyone, Josh?
Oh yeah, sorry.
All right, boys. Quick recap from last session. We did some pummel pit matches where Team Soti finally met their demise. They battled the Brew Seekers, Bruce and Boris, and did not go so well. It was pretty much a pissing match of the stuns, and unfortunately did not end well for Soti. However, on the other side of things, Maulkeye, they picked up a good dub, and they are now ranked 5th in the pummel pits. Despite their defeat, Sigmund and Sylvan went out to sea with a boatload of fish, and where they currently sit with a big tremor in the water heading their way, to which they can only assume is Dracus, the dragon turtle of Skulligar. Yes. And that is where we left off.
Simon, can we? Should we, you think we should try to move a little bit and go where he kind of started to come from?
Yes.
So
Let's ruin that
let's
way.
start like where I saw him initially come from. That's where we want to route.
Okay.
So I'll try to pinpoint, look, kind of where we started. I saw the tremor or waves, and I'll swim that way, or we'll row that way, and then we'll wait. I guess once like whatever happens at the arena. Once he kind of starts one way out, we'll bait the water.
Okay. So you're saying, once you get to the point where you think he was, you're gonna start like throwing.
Then we'll throw a little bit, and then like when he turns away, like if he goes to the Coliseum, which we assume he's going to, when he turns away, that's when I'm just gonna dump it all in.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I want to kind of be moving the boat too, to where like we're not just dropping all the fish.
Yep.
So like we'll kind of like make a line. And
Yeah. And I don't know if we're in an area, like are we like visible, like clear as day from?
Like you can tell it like there's a little rowboat out there, but you can't tell who it is. You can't tell how many people. You can't even tell there's fish on board. People can see that there's something kind of out there. Like you guys are visible to the eye, but it's like seeing like a sailboat way out in the distance.
Okay.
Like you can't really.
So maybe we can go a little farther.
Is there any other boats out at all?
Make a perception check.
12.
It doesn't seem like too many boats are out at the Sea of Skulligar. Looks like it's a pretty quiet day. Most people are docked and kind of unpacking their ship, or it looks like people are packing their ship, getting ready to go. But yeah, both of you make perception checks, so that's Sigmund.
4.
Thank God. You guys see
5.
that? I was hovering on 1 for a while and then it flipped. 17.
So some time passes, and it's a nice, clear, sunny day, and you guys are starting to, toss some fish out to the sea. And Sylvan, you don't notice anything. You're just kind of lollygagging, tossing some fish out. But Sigmund, you notice as you're tossing fish out, you look kind of towards the bottom of the ocean, and you see it get discolored for about 30 seconds.
Like, Sylvan.
Yeah,
Think
this fish
might be
stinks.
near us. Let's start moving. Let's get rowing.
What do you mean,
Look down.
Fish stinks.
Let's get out of by this fish area.
Yeah, and
My eyes get-
at this point, just because of the vast size of the thing, you look down and you just see dark water, and you don't notice anything really.
All right, I guess I'll believe you. I don't see anything.
Then you look back and it's brighter.
Let's
All right, I don't know what's happening.
you play a little tune for me or something? I'm a little nervous. I need something to calm my nerves a little bit.
You
I'll
said
start
row.
rowing.
Okay, start rowing. I'll start playing some music.
I'll play relaxing too.
And I'll kind of like
check for me.
start rowing.
Yeah, make a strength check.
Performance. Yeah, Nate.
Thanks, 27.
22.
Nice. With performance, yeah, he's calming your mind a little bit, and
Yeah,
with that,
I'm
yeah,
going.
you start moving at whatever pace that you need to be moving at. Anything else you can do?
Hello, Dracus! Is that you?
I'll talk to your comic. We'll just keep rowing.
I'm trusting you. I didn't see where this thing went.
Can you, maybe inspire me too?
Yeah, sure. Get a hand free.
I'll try to get hand free.
Nice.
Nice. So nervous if I dropped out and thrown in the water.
Let him down.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, maybe we should
So I'll just
quick.
continue playing. Kind of paddle around the water a little bit. Try to
Is that a D12?
D12, yeah.
But yeah, you guys kind of make your way past kind of the area where you were splatting the fish down, and you wait about 5-10 minutes, and you don't really see anything. You still see the fish kind of floating on the surface of the water.
Should there a little more bait in?
Yes. We might as well.
I'll dump the rest in.
Okay. And so you dump the rest in. Are you guys continuing to row?
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
I don't want to row away from it. I kind of want to row in a circle, if that
Okay.
makes more sense.
Yeah.
Like, where we drop the fish in the area and then kind of move around that.
Okay.
Just so we're not like a sitting duck, you
Yeah.
know, like,
Yep.
oh,
Yep.
where's he coming?
Yep.
So we're out deeper now, I would assume.
Yep. You guys are out deeper now, and make another perception check, you two.
16.
16.
You notice, Sylvan, that the water's a little bit lighter now, and you notice that it's also lighter.
Was he underneath us?
I thought he was, but
I'm gonna drop my loot down. And I'm gonna hop in the water.
Okay. Yeah.
And out.
Yeah. And so, Sylvan, you kind of jump down into the water, and Sigmund, you see Sylvan hop down, and what you see, Sylvan, is it's kind of foggy with just the fish guts and kind of like the slime of the fish that you guys kind of poured all into the sea bay. But you see a big, huge figure continuing to go towards Skulligar.
So I see it in the distance.
You see it in the distance.
Let's see.
And it looks like he's not necessarily swimming, but kind of crawling on the sea floor. Kind of like that.
Dracus!
Or, I don't know. And then I'm gonna use prestidigitation, do like some sparks or something behind me. I'll just keep doing that,
Okay.
and then wave my hands, try to splash a little bit, try to get his attention, and I'll try to say Dracus, but obviously that'll be tough.
Mm-hmm. You see Dracus, and despite your efforts, you see him still just focused on getting to whatever he's going towards Skulligar for. Make a history check for me.
Hey.
So,
Doris, do you have a Dorias out right now?
I'll go peek my head. What?
Sorry, I was underwater.
It sounds like it.
I was thinking that. Do you have Dorias out right now?
I would assume as we're.
yep, at this point, yeah. You
Yeah.
haven't come back in.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, so he's back in. Alright, never mind. Sorry, we're out searching for Dracus.
He's not in the ring.
He's not.
He's out.
He's
Oh,
out.
He's out.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in the.
Hey.
We're in the.
Put Dorias back in the ring.
Okay.
I think he smells him.
Okay. I'll call him back in.
And so yeah, you guys can even see this
Well,
from.
then, after this, if I hear that, I'm gonna watch him now.
Okay. Yeah, and so even you guys see, or you're underwater, I guess. You're on the boat. You see the dragon in the distance kind of get sucked into something, and it disappears from the arena. You dipping your head back underneath the water, you get the sense that Dracus' movements have slowed down a little bit, but he's approaching. He's getting pretty close to the shore, to the bay of Skulligar.
So, yeah. I'll kind of do the same thing, try to splash around a little bit, and then just kind of keep my eyes on him. So if he starts coming back, I'll get back in the boat. But I'll keep an eye. I mean, I'm assuming I'm kind of far away. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
you guys are pretty far.
I can't do anything to really get him. But
And so, following this, all Dracus does is he kind of climbs onto the shore of Skulligar. He kind of gets up to that point. He doesn't necessarily fully emerge himself from the water, but he kind of rises up and he lets out a big scream.
while this is happening, I want to pop my head up.
Brecken, watch the wands.
I'm on him. I'm gonna say I was just like hyper focused on him while this is all going down. So
We'll say roll with advantage because Rowan was technically helping you with this.
Good.
oh, nice one.
Nice. There he is.
God, that thing's fucking sweet.
It's sweet.
That's a big old bastard. But, yes, with the nat 20, Brecken, you see the king look frantic, and when he sees Dracus come up, he instantly kind of shouts to the towers and to the people within him, and you instantly see them kind of stick their wands out of like the tower, and you see them kind of emit like this glowing red. And instantly, when that happens, you see Dracus's eyes kind of roll back and go red. And when that happens, you see Dracus slip back into the sea, and you see that for, I'm gonna say, about you. So you can't see it, but Sylvan, you said you're staying in the water until he turns around.
Until he like starts coming at me. Then
Okay, yeah. You see them, once they kind of point the stabs at Dracus, you see them kind of pointed out to the distance. Dracus slips back and they stay like that for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes go by, you see the stabs kind of dissipate that red glow and they return to their posts. Sylvan, you see him start to come back out to the sea, on which you climb aboard.
Yep.
And I'm going to say about 15 minutes come by and you two roll perception checks.
11.
12.
Yeah, you guys don't necessarily notice anything crazy.
I'll go back in, and kind of see. Did we like when we were up top? Did we see any waves moving, or no?
Yeah, you did see waves moving, and when you say
Were
go
they from like a different direction?
no, they seem to be going at you.
Okay, so yeah, I'll get out and I'll look.
Okay, so
Like if
okay.
I want to see like because like if his waves were going
yeah.
say a
So
different
you're
way,
hopping back out of the boat.
I want to get back in the water. Yeah.
Okay. And Sylvan, when you jump back into the boat, you are face to face with a dragon turtle right beneath you. You hit its snout as you jump back in.
Hello.
And you're
I'm gonna
Sigmund, you see steam kind of get shot out of the water right next to your rowboat. As Sylvan goes into the water.
I'm gonna kind of climb aboard real quick so him like
Make it in land.
that's not bad. 11.
11.
And I'm just gonna
So
and raise my head. Raise my head gets up, but like I'm assuming I can pop it above. I'm gonna say,
Hush, little Dracus, don't steam breath us. All we want to do is talk to you. And if that talk's turned into a plan, we will help reclaim your homeland. And if our efforts don't go to plan, we hope you'll offer us a helping hand.
this is in Draconic, by the way.
Okay.
I figured.
And if Soti and Tyde fight as one, those pesky ones will be gone and you'll be free. And now please listen to my friend. They call him Leader and Sigmund.
And I'll quietly get to them.
and I'm like, hush, little Dracus, don't you peep. Show a little faith and take a leap. You are not acquainted with who we are, but we promise to be loyal like the North Star. I humbly come to you, wielding this sword, and I'll stand up in the boat. Together we can slay the the Fat Lord. History knows the name Eldrin Seahorn. No better man, his legacy reborn!
Nice, that was really good.
Scared get the vote.
Let's go ahead.
And I can speak Draconic too, so I would say that
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, for sure. I got.
I went to us.
Yeah.
Can you do a water map?
Oh,
Nice.
That was good stuff.
that's where boys.
Very impressed. Very
Um,
impressed.
I'll say with that, let's make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, I'm about to go.
Do you want just one of both of us to make one?
From you.
Okay.
I'm nasty. It's gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah, I'll use my inspiration on this. What's my D12 at? They have not used to rolling D12s.
I will say too, like, with a few extra
go.
additives, DC has been brought down.
With my boost, I went from a 15 to a 24. So.
Ooh.
I got a 28.
So yeah, you guys, Sylvan, you kind of frantically climb on the boat, and as both of you are singing your kind of lullabies to Dracus, you see Dracus's head rise out of the water, and it is about, he could eat you, and it looks like it won't even fill up maybe a fourth of his mouth. And he opens his mouth, and he goes, and you see steam start to build up in his mouth. But then as you guys start singing to him in Draconic, can you speak Draconic?
Yeah, I can too.
Oh, nice. Jesus, all you guys can.
We all
Um,
really can.
I can.
But especially when you draw the sword of Eldrin Seahorn, he kind of shuts his mouth and he kind of goes close to the boat, and now he's kind of like face to face with you at like the rowboat's edge. And now he looks at the sword that you wield, and he looks at you settled.
I kind of like put down my sword a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and like I want to reach my hand out and try to like touch him
Mm-hmm.
in a very cautious, like friendly,
Yeah.
like a wild animal.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Do an animal handling check.
Nice. 15.
Nice. And yeah, you kind of set the sword down carefully, and you, Sylvan, you see Sigmund kind of reach out his hand shakingly, and you press it on the beast. And with that, you hear a from Dracus, and it doesn't seem to react too much.
Your friends, not food.
Dracus, can you understand us? Can you speak?
And he looks over at you.
I was hoping you could. I don't know how long we have to talk, but we come seeking help. I'm not sure what your thoughts are of this king, or how long you haven't been able to go on land or even come close to it. So we both come here, and we have some friends back on land. You don't know us. First of all, we're Soti Maulkeye. I'm Sylvan. Obviously, I'm half dragon, kind of like yourself. I'm just a little bit bigger, you know? And this is Sigmund.
Hello, my friend. I have read about your old friend Eldrin, and I know you were close to him. Yes, sounds like that. You and him were very close, and were the reason why the city was built. Part of our plan is to make sure that you can roam these seas freely again. We know those wizards are controlling those wands. And I think us together and you, we are capable of turning against them and sending them away and allowing you to be the ruler of this sea again.
He kind of turns and he looks at Skulligar.
That's your home. And I think we can help take you back. Would you be interested?
Roll persuasion. Disadvantage.
20.
Would you be interested?
And he looks at you, Sylvan, and he asks,
You want the treasure in there? Treasure in the city, I'm assuming.
you see him kind of start to get a little disgruntled.
You can get your treasure. Should be able to.
Yes, we can promise you treasure and more.
You'll be free. No more wands. We'll break them. You can eat them if you want.
And he seems to kind of pipe up to the thought of that.
Yeah. We have a plan right now. Our friends are currently trying to figure out how we're going to be able to steal those wands. Because our plan in a couple days, during the next fight, we're going to make an attempt to take down the king. And the Tyde, I'm not sure if you're loyal to them, but we want to bring back and restore Skulligar in the hands of the Order of the Tyde.
He kind of looks at you.
Oh, I want to pull my banner. I forgot I brought it.
Yeah.
I'll bring that up.
And he looks at the banner you brought and you kind of unfold that and it kind of hangs down and drips into the water just a little bit. And
Is it Aldrin?
I'll
I got
get
the
it.
sword.
I'll bring the sword out.
mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming he like immediately looks to the sword.
Yep, you see his eyes kind of focus in on
Can we count on you if you take the call to battle to defend your home, and we will set you free?
We've seen the king. He gets extremely nervous when you show up. All it might take is your presence. He might give himself up and not even be conflict.
Yes.
Yeah, not a treasure.
Well, let's plan on this. We will play a war horn. Hopefully you can hear it. That will be your signal. I will lead you with this sword.
it. And it looks like he doesn't really understand. But he's still looking at the sword.
You might just have to.
Might
You might just have to come
here.
out here. Maybe if we have two. I'll have to be in there. I just don't know what good I'm going to do getting a wand. Because we kind of need Doris in there and Bradley.
I will have to come back out here. If it means risking my life,
I think he'll be fine.
it's worth it.
I think.
I think I should be able to meet him again out here.
I think so.
Dracus, where do you sleep?
And he kind of dips his head back underwater. Pops it back up.
So,
There he is.
So,
The goat.
we're live right now.
I,
We're talking to Drake. This is big time.
I think, Sylvan, we just have to count on me coming out here. I don't know what else we can do.
I think that's fine. And Dracus, we appreciate your time. Even though we might not be Elkin Seymour, be the ones that freed you from this place in the king's grasp. And who knows, maybe down the line we can be allies. If you need help, call upon us.
What I'll do is I'll say, Dracus, next time I'm out here, I will put some treasure in the water for you. It will look like this, and I'll take 25 gold out, and just kind of drop the coins into the water.
And you see him kind of dip down, and before he goes down, you hear kind of dips his head down, and you see it, and it kind of gets. And you guys haven't ever seen this before, but his back is kind of lined with grooves of gold and treasure, kind of all over his shell. And he kind of swims underneath it, and you see it. Kind of waves start splashing up as he's kind of collecting the treasure on his shell.
Perfect. Well, until we meet again, friend.
I can always try to send ascending too.
Yes.
I just don't know if he can understand us fully.
Only thing I worry about is I feel like they may need you more in there than
No, I think
needing me.
I'll have to be in there.
Yes.
Yeah. The only thing is, I probably won't be. Unless if I enter the fight. Say you got sick and I'm gonna take it on solo.
And you guys are kind of conversing, and you see his head pop up again.
What was that? Yeah. I heard of one too. Me?
And he kind of turns around and looks at Skulligar.
Yes,
I should bring that out.
we will make sure that he will leave. This is your home, not his.
And then he kind of, and he's so big, he's not like looking directly, he's just the side of his face and his eyes kind of going. And then
Yeah. Then Dragon will leave. Just trust him, though.
Trust in me, as you did, Eldrick. Well,
I'll just go back.
yes.
Talk to the others.
I think we need to get this moving.
Yeah. Because I think if whatever the next fighting is, we make it happen then. Well, Dracus is kind of thinking about it.
Let's go. I'm sorry,
I'll just wait for Dracus.
See you soon,
you
Dracus!
guys see that gigantic beast kind of submerge himself. And you guys continue to hear the noises he makes underwater.
Just for I want to throw one.
One coin.
I want to see if he moves under.
Oh, that's
See how horny he is. For 1 gold.
Sorry, hold on. Here we go. Alright. And with that, you guys see this big body in the water. You toss the gold and he's swimming, and then you quickly see it kind of swerving around, and it comes and swoops the gold onto its shell.
He's rich now!
And then we'll just continue back.
Yeah.
We have 6 pads, like here. We're all going up. God, he's so horny.
But yeah, so you guys make your way back. You're rolling back, and you make your way back to the port of Skulligar. We'll cut to the other guys real quick.
Maddie commented. Next, have you considered auditioning for the
Who did that?
Matt.
That's hilarious. But you guys make it back to the port, but real quick, kind of recapping everything that happened within the stadium. Dracus came ashore. The wizards kind of took control of him, shunted him out. Darius, you put Dorias back into the ring, and that's kind of what you presume brought him in, and they kind of shuffled everyone out of the stadium pretty quickly after that. And so you guys were escorted out, and now everyone is kind of roaming the streets of Skulligar. So,
Are we like separated from each other? Or are we kind of like?
I'll say Darius and Bradley, you're together Rowan and Brecken, you guys were kind of off doing your own thing, so I'm going to say you're still at your kind of watchtower post.
How long's it been?
It's only been probably 50 minutes.
Can I talk to the guys that I'm with real quick? Well, seemed like an interesting time today. I'm expected that they'll need me back here next time there's fights in the pummel pit, so you guys will be working then.
They're kind of like flabbergasted. Yes, it seems as if Dracus is coming more and more frequently now. I must have been that person's dragon who keeps releasing into the stadium.
Yes, that must be it. So I'll be back here next time. I look forward to seeing you guys then.
And where do you think you're going?
Gotta go check out the town. I've never been here before.
Never been here, you say?
No, remember, I'm coming from Kingsmane.
Oh, that is right. You're the scum of the litter from that recruitment.
Yeah, you could say that, but I guess I'm enough to help out here. What are your guys' names? You seem like good lads.
My name is Roy.
Roy.
And he kind of shoves the other guy. He's still kind of like looking out to the sea. My name is Tyborn.
What is that?
Tyborn.
Tyborn. Sounds like a cool name. Well, I'm gonna, walk around. Is there any good inns anywhere I can get a drink around here?
You get your drinks from the High Castle.
They didn't tell me any of this stuff.
You don't want to be going down to the Sleeping Serpent.
What's there?
Pigs.
Oh, gross. Let me guess. Pirates.
Yes.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll look for you guys later, Roy Tyburn. But I'm gonna get going.
Well, enjoy the city. I'll be back here tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
7 o'clock sharp. Your post starts.
Yes, sir. I don't know if that's in my schedule, but I'll make it work.
It is now. You report to me.
Is this Roy speaking?
This is Roy.
Sounds like a plan.
You'll be my servant. You will do everything I ask.
Sounds like a plan to me.
My wish is your command. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Now go fetch me some ale.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna try to find somewhere to undisguise myself because it's gonna end here soon, anyways.
Yep, I think it's an hour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you kind of run off, and I'm gonna say you kind of take the path less seen, like so you're not just out in the open, taking it for the guys you were just with to see you. So you kind of duck and weave, and with the crowd kind of leaving the stadium, you're able to kind of weave out. And you manage to get to an alleyway within the guild district, and you kind of make sure no one's by you, and you kind of come back to your regular form.
Cool. Then I'll go back and just try to find. I'll go try to find either these two or Brecken, whoever can find first.
Okay. Yeah.
We're alive, we're on our way back, we talked to Dracus. Let's all meet up at the guild house.
Serious business to talk about.
On my way.
We need to move. ASAP.
Well, I have a
Hey,
job,
Seth.
so I'm employed now, so I'll have to figure out how that's gonna work out.
And so, do you guys want to like regroup anywhere at the house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the guild house.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys communicate through the rings, and you guys manage to regroup at the guild hall. And yeah, everyone piles in.
How did it go?
Went good. He couldn't really understand us, I don't think, too much. But we talked to him. He loves treasure. I threw 1 gold piece in there and he swam and caught it on his back.
I threw 25 and he seemed to enjoy it.
So he wants treasure, freedom, said dragon.
Yes.
So we gotta be careful. I think if we have Dorias go up there, like if you fly him up there to get wand, I think you gotta put him right back in the ring.
No. Dorias does not need to come out.
I think we have to.
Do you think?
It's the only way we can get him wand.
Do you think the king's gonna try to make a rule against that at this point? Just seeing it twice, his reaction looked like he was kind of catching on to what was causing this, from what I see.
I think, the king likes a good show though, and he probably will be concerned, but if we can spin it the right direction, we might be able to. While I was over there, I was pretending to be a guard to the other guards. Kind of fit in. They're kind of dicks, trying to push me around, so I'm alone on the totem pole. I'm actually supposed to be there tomorrow at 7 a.m., but the good news is they know who I am, and hopefully I can kind of hang out in that area, maybe sneak up there the next time we need to.
That's
The other
good, because I
thing-
think that can help you get into that. You're right by that door there.
Yeah.
The other thing I was thinking about this too is that when it comes to the pits and the wands and the commands and everything, it seems like every time this has happened, the king is the one that gives the command. If we can silence or shut the king up in some capacity to not allow him to give the command to give the wands out, then maybe there will be enough confusion between the wands and him giving the command that he won't even be able to get the staves command out.
Are you asking me to shoot the fat cunt?
I would absolutely love nothing more than to shoot the fat bastard, but I don't know if that's going to necessarily be enough. You know, like we need to like physically prevent him from saying words.
How many wands were there?
I think there's
2.
3.
Or only 2.
Okay, so if we got 2,
But there's only 2 up there.
There's only 2 wands from what I've seen.
You would think if we can even get one.
The Dracus's eyes turn back in his head, and they turn the same color that the wand's magic emits.
even if we're only able to get 1, maybe he could fight through one of them.
Were there 3 wizards up there at the tower?
I only seen 2, one manning each wand.
When's the next fights? We don't have to be in the pits, do we? Can't we just make our action when other fights are going on?
It's not a bad idea whatsoever.
What's our plan to bring Dracus in again?
Do you guys? So here's the other thing too. Do we know what the timeline looks for me getting Dorias out before he made it to shore?
If
There's
I
an
mean,
entire
wait,
fight.
I
from
think,
what
like-
I've heard.
Because I think I saw
It
you
took
flying
15
around.
minute or
to
two?
come back out.
It was almost instant. And then when I said to not have him out, he seemed to stop. He started moving much slower, then rose his head up.
I mean, we might need Dorias in this fight, but the way he reacted to Dorias, if he goes in that comes here and he's pissed off and sees Dorias, he's gonna see him with him. He's gonna see him as an enemy if he sees Dorias and
Let's hope this
So
doesn't.
him companioning him. I think we need to. I know you guys are probably gonna get this, but we do not need to show Dorias.
I'm
The only thing is,
The only thing I'm thinking here is that if we decide that we have to use Dorias because there's no other way that this plan works, my thought would be that I fly by a tower and I flame shot out of my hand, which will do force damage. It will knock the person wielding the wand back, which at the very least, if I knock them, maybe they even fall down the tower a little bit.
It seems
Then
like
they
they have
won't
to
be-
aim at Dracus,
They
just
won't
not
be
their
able
aim.
to do it.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that if I do that, it's going to stir him up, and then I will have to fly and land somewhere and pull him away.
I think it'd be better to do that, especially with our guild hall so close. It'd be better for you to fly by, shoot at them, and then try to get to our guild hall. I think is
I
You
am
and me
with,
might be able to help with our bows as well.
So here's the other thing. I do partially favor Sigmund's idea in the sense that like I do think that having Dorias out, it might do more harm than good, and especially if we're only dealing with 2 wands. But we have to, if we're not gonna have Dorias out, we need to have a backup plan. Like we need to have some other idea. Like I don't know what I'm going to do.
the only person who can get in is him.
I could
'Cause he
maybe.
can sneak in.
But do we need
How
the
else-
wands to control Dorias or to control Dracus? What did you guys figure out about him?
Well,
I mean, he can't
He doesn't
communicate
say much.
We're not trying to get them to control them. We're getting them to stop them from controlling him.
We want to get the wands.
Right,
That's
so
what I
all
was
we have to
thinking.
do is either
If
just
we just stop him for 2 seconds, it's not gonna do shit.
I could
Because
also.
they'll just do it.
we have to kill those
We
We
people.
have
kill
to
them.
either get the wand in our possession or kill the people.
I think
Yes.
Bradley could maybe come over with me as another guard, unless he's in the pit, because he can disguise himself as well.
Yes.
I can say with all this issues with the dragon.
They brought
turtle,
me in for
that they
extra.
Brought extra, like hey, this is my buddy, Rob, and then we can
Where'd you get that name from?
maybe on the top of my head, but we could
You could
we
forge a
could
little
try to
bit.
have 2 of us there. I already know those 2 other guys. I mean, they're kind of pussies. I think we could just be like, oh no, we need to get up there quick to help protect those guys. But I do think having Dorias out at the start, just to do that first initial attack, or because that's going to help us with the wands, because then we can use that as a method. Like, oh, we need to go up and help those guys as guards. They might let us. Otherwise, I think if we try to go up there, they're going to cut us off.
this could be a crazy idea, but we know that Dracus is attracted to Dorias. You could use Dorias as a beacon to have Dracus follow him in the fight.
Well, I think he's gonna be able to control him. The sword controls him.
If he sees Dorias, the sword will not be
No,
controlling
but
him.
I think if we just use him to bring him in at first,
And then use the
or
skill
just
to
like
quell-
get Doris just
quell.
for that initial second, and then right away put him away. Because it's not like he's gonna have a sensor in the what is it, a ring? He's not gonna be like trying to get into the ring because Doris has gone to him.
I like that idea. The only thing I worry about is for the safety of Darius, and he's gonna see Darius Victorious, and I'm telling you, he's gonna be the target of the
The only
dragon.
other,
I mean, we have to take that risk, though.
which
We're not gonna. If we don't get the wands, we physically can't do this thing.
No, I agree. I'm not arguing that.
The
I'm
other
just saying
thing-
we need to be wary of what he's doing because, I mean, as soon as he sees him with Dorias,
He just goes right to the boat.
I'm
the
hoping-
the other secondary thing that is about this is that as soon as I fly out with Dorias, and I make a
I mean,
very
I'll fly on him.
no,
I give a shit.
no, it's not me specifically. It's whoever's on Dorias. Not only will have the same issue that Sigmund just brought up, but also if I'm on him and I use flame shot out of my hand to try and at least immobilize a person using a wand for at the very least a couple of seconds, I've now completely made myself an enemy to the entire town and all the guards.
So I think
So then after that, I wouldn't have to land, and I will likely be by myself.
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna be. I'll
What
jump
if-
down onto the damn place. I'm gonna let him know we're freaking taking this
I'm
place
trying to
back.
think. What if?
If we're
We
doing
need to
this
have
thing,
the
we
Tyde
can't. We
on
can't
standby.
go a foot half in, half out.
how high was the tower there? I don't.
You know what I mean? Like I was gonna be in the middle of the pit.
How about this? How
I was
about
gonna
this?
point my
Let's
sword at
check
that
on
fat
the
guy.
powers.
What if we had this as a secondary option? Just thoughts. If we're going to have the Tyde help us, the Tyde have numbers.
5 flights.
So what if
So,
instead of
50
me
feet, you're
flying,
saying?
instead of
The
me
flight's
flying on
10 feet or
Dorias,
more.
I go and I hang around in one of the towers. We split up and divide and
100,
conquer
okay.
between the two towers.
Well,
We have
I'm
enough
wondering
people
for
in
like
the
Misty Step
Tyde to just have enough
so
numbers
obviously
to
could do that.
overwhelm the guards at the very entrance of both towers, and we just storm the tower.
Then you could have
Instead
your
of
chance to take
surrounding
the
the
king.
surrounding the entire Colosseum, we use all the force that we have with all those people to storm the tower and get the stabs away.
So they're not gonna bring weapons in.
No, they're not. But
So then what?
my point here is that if we storm both towers with enough force, with enough people, even if they're not carrying super great weapons and they're just at the very least distractions, then wizards that are in the tower have two options: to fight down the stairs and get around all the people storming up, or jump off the top. They can't go anywhere other than doing
Regardless,
those two
not
things.
I
using
don't-
their staffs.
I don't
Thing is,
mind
if
that
they-
idea.
And then we have Sigmund come in.
Is there any
Control
other way we
Dracus from
can
there.
get it to the tower? Does
Just-
anyone know a fly spell or anything
I mean,
like that? Can we
Misty
get a
Step.
potion of flying? And
We could Misty Step, but that's only a select handful of us.
I don't think we
It's
could.
only 30 feet, so
Yeah,
It's 100 feet tall. That's what Rowan
But
said.
here's
like
the other
if I-
thing too: you could Misty Step into the middle of the tower from the entrance. You could get somewhere where
I
the
mean,
guards
only.
can't see
I
you.
mean,
It's visual.
we can only fit what, one person on Dorias?
I mean, I might be able to get Sigmund on there, or Sylvan on there with me too, but that's about it.
But I thought for me, because if I don't have you, the Bruce Seekers are on our side, and that's who we. If I challenge them, they're down there with me.
What if we tell them? I would hate to tell
Well,
them
we
ahead
don't
of
have to.
time.
We don't have to tell them.
But I mean, even then, if you say like, if we trust them enough, I don't know if we do. If we trust them enough and say, hey, something's gonna go down after our fight, will you be ready to? Or maybe or during our fight. even.
No, that's what I'm
Just
saying. If like we're fighting, like I just probably gotta let them know before, honestly.
I think so, but then our element of surprise is our only. We have to. We have to
mean,
figure out how much do we trust
Here's
these
the thing:
guys.
the Tide's gonna know.
Yeah.
So like
Absolutely.
people are gonna know.
I think it's
Because they're
actually.
I
We need to have them placed and ready to go.
They have to be ready. We can't just like.
But let's think here. I don't mind. I like kind of the element of surprise with the wands, like with me, maybe, and Bradley. But Darius makes a good point. If we just storm the tower, what are the negatives of that, and what are the benefits of storming the what's the other? Just the pummel pits arena.
That's what I was gonna
Like,
say.
what is the benefit of that? Just getting where the king is and
No,
extra
because if we
guards?
We
surround it,
overthrow the immediate guards. We have the king at
If
in a
the-
chokehold, and we have the wands.
yeah. If the,
We
if
could do it all in one strike.
I'm just saying, how are we gonna get? They're gonna have to go. They're not just gonna walk in with their weapons.
Could they fight their way in?
Well, yeah, but that's why I'm saying if you surround it, the king he can't leave.
We'll have, yeah.
Yeah.
You trap him
I mean,
and
like
you trap
that's
him.
that's what I'm thinking because the king, if he's in his castle, it's us against all the guards.
And at that point,
But if we surround it, the king has to get through all the Tide to get out.
and if the king feels vulnerable, I don't know if we'll be ready to make the signal.
And he's slow as
I'm
hell.
gonna say, and he's fat as
We
fuck.
have
I
to
don't-
time this out very,
And
very
I don't know if he's gonna.
perfectly.
I don't know if he's gonna say to get the dragon turtle if his life's at stake, knowing how selfish he is. He probably will yell it out, but if he's actively being attacked and knows there's an attack underway,
Do we attack first, then pull out Dorias and bring in the turtle so that we have the wizard subdued or
I think-
distracted?
I
Or do we
think
do it
right
in
when
reverse?
Dorias flies up, if we're still going with that method, right when he flies up, maybe like even like in celebration or like part of the battle, if he flies up and sets him on fire or shoot or uses his what's your shot? Flame shot. I think right at that point the Tyde attacks. Because then that hopefully will give him more of a distraction and you can get out of there. Hopefully.
Because I could just have a horn. As long as you just,
Yeah.
if we just rang a horn, that's
Right when he flies up there and goes to attack, you blow the horn,
Because he'll be in the stands probably.
which is still
'Cause you
fine.
probably
I
won't
think.
be fighting.
Here's what I worry about. If the dragon turtle goes haywire, he could kill tons of innocent people. We don't look like the liberators of Skulligar anymore. We look like the people who
That's
obliterated
true.
it.
I would
That's
agree.
If we can't show that we can control Dracus,
Well, if that's the case, then we freaking just leave, I think.
Here's where I'm at.
Because this is our only plan.
Where's,
no, I'm not saying we need to find a way to do it without
Right,
Dorias.
where
Is what
is-
I'm saying.
Where's
I
Dracus
don't know.
gonna
I don't
be?
think Dorias is gonna be an issue.
Where's Dracus gonna be when this initially goes down? Like, is he gonna be right there
I
on
think
the
it's the same
coastline?
amount of threat with Dorias or not.
Because what I'm thinking is Dracus is almost delayed coming in. Dorias is the thing. Dracus might get alerted, but ideally, hopefully, he's not right there watching it happen at that point. I'm guessing he's probably a little distance away, and then you can clear out. Dorias is gone, and then at that point, Dracus is with you under your control. Or if we don't want to do that, then we can still just storm regularly, and me and Bradley can just try to fuck up a guard with the wand. But I still think having Dorias, even for that initial, like, that's like our initial attack, like our big.
Okay.
That's the only reason I asked, though, because
Okay.
my same thing that I'm thinking with Sigmund, though, is that if I had at least a couple of minutes before he got there for
Agreed.
me to go somewhere
no.
and pull him away, and then that way when he gets here, he's like, oh, what the fuck? Like, he doesn't see him. But if it's almost instantaneous and I'm still on him, then we're gonna have issues.
I don't think that's necessary for Sigmund to be there right away. I mean, this is a civil war we're talking about. We're gonna have our pirate folk fighting
They need to be
the
ready to
guards.
storm the guards.
So like if
to
you
storm.
come a minute late, I know in battle time that's a lot, but I'd rather have that and then have
Then you
I do need to be alive to command him. If I go down, then
Agreed.
no one can command
and you need to be
him
I think you
without
need to
As
be
long as we
close
set
as
the
well.
And I need to be. I believe I need to be at the tower because that's where he's gonna come up to. That's the closest point in the water,
Or
and he's coming up
on
there
the
twice.
beach.
If I'm sitting at that tower, and I have that sword, and I pointed at that fucking king, he's getting a fucking breath to his fucking face.
Why don't you take the? I thought you were gonna ride him in.
Yeah, that's a.
Because if you're out there with
That-
him,
If we're bringing Dorias out, we don't need to ride it. I don't need to ride
But
it.
even if
and I
you
can
do
be
ride him
good.
in,
because you can, if you're commanding him on the
I won't be able to see that. I mean, it'll be tough though.
In
I
my
can
head,
listen.
and we
I
can-
mean, like,
and we can let you know when we're.
well, you'll be able to see Dorias fly up.
I just don't want to be stranded
And then
at
the
sea.
thing
is
is,
what I'm
Dracus
saying.
will start coming. Yeah.
And if Dorias is out, I can't control him of riding him either. He's gonna be. I mean, he was when you saw him with Dorias out, he was going to the bottom of the ocean. How would I be able to do that?
In my head, what makes the most sense is we have Dorias out, like we're nonchalantly fighting in the pits. We have our allies ready to storm in the back, but they wait on your horn. We wait to the last second to call Dorias back in, and then that will be the cue to blow the horn to make them charge. So before the wizards can even take a shot at controlling Dracus, you can be waiting at the tower, and we already have the guards subdued if the storming of the pummel pits is good. We don't have to worry about getting the staffs at all. They'll be taken. And you have everyone's trapped there, and it would happen quickly.
You're saying if they're.
They would have less time to react.
If they're.
I think basically we gotta. I think the main thing we gotta decide. I think that's good. Just what are our plans? Nothing's gonna go how we want it to.
Here's what
And
I
we can
think.
sit here and talk about every outcome. Geez, the dragon might come out. Who knows? What if he fights with him? We don't know.
Yeah.
I know not. But
Okay.
like we can sit here and talk about X, Y, Z, A, B, C.
We need to pick
We have no idea.
First thing
Just
I
have a
think.
planner out. Go with it. If it doesn't work, all hell's. I mean, we just go.
I think the first thing we need to have our group at the pummel pits. I think that's the point they need to be at. The what are they called? pirate guys.
Tyde.
Yeah, so I think I need the majority of the Tyde there. I think it might be a good idea to have some Tyde lingering by both towers, because even if we have 5 or 6 Tyde members, I don't know how big they are, but if things go wrong at the towers, they'd be a good support system to send in afterwards. So I think majority of Tyde at the pummel pits, but some at each tower. I would say with you, kind of choose what you'd like to do, whether you'd rather be riding them in or waiting at the coastline.
I think I have Monet, my gorilla statue. I believe I will try to climb the tower.
Okay.
If I can get it on the boat side, I think that would be the best bet.
Oh, I didn't think you had one anymore.
No, I got him back.
And you got
Oh,
your
then that's
monkeys.
how we get the second
Yeah,
one.
money.
Then we don't need Dorias.
That's why I think
True.
I think I can sneak up through that way. I mean, if
If
Dorias is out, Dracus is coming either way, so I don't need to be in the water for that.
Well, we might need Dorias, even if he's just use him as bait to get him to come. And then if you're up there, and by the time he's there, maybe hopefully we have the wizards taken care of, and then you're up top, ready to control people.
Yes.
If I challenge the Brew Seekers, I can tell them, hey, today's the day. Right when we come up, we just start walking in a circle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and the king's gonna get all pissed, and then you initiate it, because if you can get into the tower, then you just go for it. You know, make a noise, freaking attack the guy, and then we just have to trust each other to do their job.
I do think I should have. Maybe
Or I can
Bradley
start
with
talking
me.
shit to the king if you want me to.
I think Bradley being with me and also as another guard would be good, especially if you're gonna go up the other tower. And I think if you two can be together, and you'll actually be in the crowd, but you might want to station yourself where either you have a getaway or you're in a point ready to attack.
I think we
I was
need
gonna say
one
I could
archer.
be Overwatch.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we
that's
need one
actually
archer
true.
aiming at the people with the staffs, because
Yeah,
if
I
they're gonna
agree.
run or do something,
Good
Yeah,
point.
I can take
he
a
can
shot.
shot and
And maybe you don't,
Try to set
maybe you don't
up
even
the
have to
thing,
be in the.
I might be able to find an area somewhere up high.
Here's
Station
the other
myself
thing
outside the
too
pummel
with me
pit.
as I'm thinking about this out loud. My flame shot has a reach of 120 feet. So I could put myself in a position in the crowd that hopefully I could have a straight line of shot that he could do one tower and I could just try with the other one.
My bow is 150/200.
I mean, I could also
Just 200 maybe?
drop a fireball.
I think with 150
on the
was
tower.
600. Dude,
Oh, 600.
and honestly, at this point, we're going
600
into
feet's a
war.
lot.
600.
There's gonna be
so
casualties.
150.
Like, people are gonna die.
600.
Oh.
Absolutely, I'm just trying to reduce how many.
Agreed.
that's 50.
That's why if we keep it in that,
I think
keep them there,
I think we have a good.
Okay, so let's just talk about the final plan.
Yep.
Breck and myself are gonna go into the crowd. I will look at one tower, and then when I'm waiting for you guys to know that obviously shit's about to go, I'm looking at one tower ready with flame shot. He's going to go to the other tower, and then he's gonna watch and make sure that if he needs help, he's gonna climb up one tower. You are gonna be in the pit. These two are gonna be trying to get up into the other tower to like fight their way in, and then Sigmund's gonna be waiting on the beach for Dracus.
Do you want me
Yeah,
in the
he's-
crowd?
he's gonna climb up.
I'm climbing
Or
the
no,
tower.
But then
you
he can
come in the
climb
tower.
But
yeah,
Do you want me in the crowd, or do you want me to be
I actually
more
think-
like over, like watching?
I think if
or
you could
ready
actually
to
get a
go?
look at the guards, like not in the. I think it might be better for you to be outside of the.
I think so
crowd.
too.
If we can find a spot,
Actually, never mind. I just thought that's not gonna work. I have to have Dorios out to do flame shot.
and also I was wondering,
I think you're
are we
just
still
ready.
bringing Dracus in, or when? How do we?
Dracus
communicate
will
in?
come when Dorias is out.
That's what.
But I'm
maybe-
saying if we don't bring him out,
If we can,
he's probably not gonna.
Well,
come.
we just talked
We
about
can
bringing
take-
him out.
we can
If
take
you're
the-
bringing him out.
we can take
He
the
will come.
stabs first.
Yeah.
That's the only way we're gonna get him to come.
I think it kind of happens stabs, and then we hope that I think we stabs and Dracus or stabs and Dorias happen at the same time. So hopefully Dracus comes slightly after, right in time.
I
for
guess
us
that's
to
a
join.
good point. If I bring Dorios out after the last couple of times that I've done that, and they by instinct just know that okay, if Dorios comes out, Dracus is usually gonna follow second.
We need to
At
take
that
it
point in
first.
time, when they start making their way out to the tower, that's when we have to jump on them. I'll put Dorios away. Right before I put him away, I'll flame shot one guy. I'll put Dorios away and I'll run.
Are you
And I
guys?
think you join the Tyde outside or something.
Yes.
You could fly him around and,
I think
because or you could be outside and
We'll
just
need someone to
summon him.
watch outside anyway for
And he won't even see
retaliatory
you.
attack.
Like if you just summon him outside, he'll still
Nope.
sense him.
If we storm it, they're gonna storm back.
the one thing I will say is the people we don't know about, if they're gonna help us or not. I believe it'll be a game time decision for them. They will pick whoever has the upper hand.
Agreed.
We have
If
to
they
take
see that
risk.
we're struggling and looking like idiots or leading to our deaths, they will side with the king. If it looks like that we have the power and Dracus is siding with us, I believe they will probably side with us.
And you have the sword, which is a huge
The
advantage.
Brew Seekers are the ones that are potentially on our team, correct?
I'm not worried about them.
Yeah, the Bruce
I know. I'm just thinking more. do we notify them at all ahead of time? Because
I
that's
think
the
That's
one
what I
thing-
don't know.
It might expose us if one of them is a rat. But
You
they
know,
said,
here's the thing. I could talk to him before the fight.
what if you
When we're
just,
down in the little
I
pre-lobby
would do it
thing,
right before.
yeah,
just let him know. Say, hey, we're not fighting.
Don't give them time
Yeah.
to even warn anybody.
yes.
The
I-
Bruce Seekers and the Gutter
Yeah,
Rats
heads
were
up.
two that we could maybe think about. The
It's
Rebel
all the
Roses and the Silver Swans,
We know the Silver
Cannot
Swans
count
is
them.
Well, here's the
side
thing.
with.
Like, if at least then, if you're not down there with me, I have Boris and you know what I mean. So like, I have a tank down there to try to help me fend off anybody in the
I was
pit.
gonna think it'd be nice if you could cast a message to them right before, but that'd be such a waste of spell right before, like because it's gonna be if you say, hey, something's going down, and there's guards right there, it might be concerning.
Could just whisper it.
Yeah.
They don't hear.
I mean, I can use sending it.
I think telling them a little bit beforehand and giving them a little bit time to react, but like if we tell them tonight, they could tell someone and we could be
Agreed.
fucked. So
Agreed.
I think we have to.
We have to minimize our chances.
I think
of
we tell
failure.
Nadia tomorrow night. Or
Well,
tell
no,
her-
we might
Yeah, we need to tell her
She
as
has
soon as
to round
possible.
up.
She needs to round up her numbers.
And are we fine with the Tyde majority attacking the arena, and then a couple, let's say 4 or 5 people, just casually hanging out, kind of not like super close to towers, but ready to back us up if
Yep.
necessary?
We're also going to need a force ready to go if they send in a retaliation. We got to pinch them, otherwise, if Dracus takes too long, we're going to fail.
Agreed.
Who's Bradley? What are you doing again?
I'll be going with Rowan.
Rowan.
Disguising one of the guards.
Sylvan, I think your job is to make sure that King doesn't leave the arena then.
Oh, he's not leaving. Do you guys? I can talk crap to him. Do you want me to start it that way?
Yeah, I think
maybe
it
that
might
is
be
how
a
we start.
distraction.
I think like if I start talking to him, you know, as that's kind of as we come up, I'll start talking.
Maybe
to
with
the
your
guy.
first initiative, your first move, you move right in front of where the king is.
Yeah, no, that's what I think I'm gonna do.
Or pretend you're drunk, put on a performance, and they'll just be like, what the fuck's Sylvan doing? By that time, we'll be in action.
Clarifying though, where do you want me to go when I fly with Dorias? What tower do you want me to hit? Sigmund's or?
I would say
I think that you
I'd
need to
say
make that
wait.
decision in the moment.
Whatever
Yeah,
makes
just
more
wait
sense.
see.
Wait and see where I can post up. If I don't have visual to one tower, that's probably the one you should go at.
I think he just waits. If they have it under control, then you just freaking fly up in the air.
Okay. Now
Maybe just
after I hit,
go
regardless
super
of
up
which
with the king.
tower I hit, where do we have a plan for like me landing? Do
I
you
think
want me to go
I think our guild hall's the
I think if you land out front of the,
If you put them in your ring, you should
you
be
know,
fine.
like
oh,
the
because the
pits are
tide should
here.
be
Which
there.
the
The
tide
tide
should be there.
here.
We'll have it cut
You
off.
lead, then you're gonna lead the charge in.
We need to have the tide cut off the routes on the way there
Yeah.
as soon as
I have
it's
a
going.
question. So, how the tower set up is the water like even with the top of the tower, and then it's lowered into like a pit, or is it like pit, tower, water, just like that?
So it's
Does that make sense? Like like the Hoover Dam's big, and like the water goes, and then it's way down below.
yeah. So the pit is like a lower elevation than the tower. So like say the pits are up here, the base of the tower is actually like up
Up
here.
there, and then the water. How is the water higher than what
So-
the pit is?
So the water is where the pit is. So the water goes butts up to the pit.
Okay.
But the pit's like it gradually gets a little higher. Like the lowest level of the pit is with the water.
Okay.
But like the towers are on like little almost like waterside.
So it would be like if I were to climb, it would be quicker to be in the arena and climb that way because I'd be higher up compared from coming seaside.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think we said it.
I think so too.
Let's do it.
I think we have our Nadia as soon as possible.
I think tomorrow. Let's let Nadia. I think we all go set up a meeting with Nadia.
I say we talk to Nadia. Not tomorrow, but the next day.
Oh, we need to do it as soon as possible. She
I
needs
think-
to
I
get
guess-
numbers.
When is the next fight?
I guess I should go see when the next fight is.
Yeah.
Yes.
She needs to get her numbers up.
Agreed. She needs to have the data.
At
And the
least.
Tide's loyal enough, and they hate the king. I don't expect
She
anybody.
also said we had 10,000 volunteers ready from the slums as well.
Weren't we told that the fights
That should
kind
be
of
the
happen at
garrison
random?
of the
There's no
second wave.
set schedule.
No, I believe there's a schedule. They happen.
It's like
I
every
don't
2
remember.
days, isn't it? I mean, I think
Something
just
like that.
I think it gets. I think it is a little
I think
random.
it's
but
announced.
I think it's
like,
announced.
the day, the morning of, or maybe the
You
night
can also
before.
request.
Yeah, we can
fights, so-
request
Ah,
one.
yes.
So maybe that's what we do. But
If you guys want, I can just go there. There should be people still there. I can go try to set up. I want to challenge the Bruce Seekers again.
yeah, say that was a fluke. And tell them we're gonna wager our money or whatever. Something to get the hype up.
Yeah, that could work.
But then we'd have-
Yeah, I should just be able to set it up.
yeah, you should just tell them. Yeah, we are due. Okay.
Well, I'll go do that.
Yeah, I'm
Then
gonna.
I guess we figure out when. I don't think we have to do much. We don't
I-
want to go anywhere.
I think we might want to talk to Nadia tonight.
I would be willing
You know,
to do
yeah,
that.
that's fine.
And I want to go into town. I want to
Yes.
shop for a bow real quick if that's okay.
I think we need to tell Nadia as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Agree. Let's go tonight or today.
To like
You
right
guys
now.
wanna go
Yeah,
right
I agree.
now?
Yep.
You want me to go sign up? You guys go talk to her.
I'm gonna go to the shop
Who
real
are you,
quick.
you're signing us up?
I'm gonna sign us up. You're gonna be sick. Okay?
Well, why do you need to? Can we just do it at the next fight if we're not competing? Don't they have other fights?
They might.
Well, I guess.
I just want to
See,
see. down
I
there
mean, if
with
they
you.
don't, then sign us up.
I
If
do
they
like-
do, then don't.
I do
I
like
just
the
think that
theatrics
if
of-
I'm down there, then they know it's us orchestrating it, and I think people kind of like us.
What if they don't fight?
Like us.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
So,
You're
like,
saying like if
I can
we're fighting, there's
yeah.
people supporting us.
Because like if I'm down there, I can start talking crap to the king, and all of a sudden, boom! Next thing, this all happens, and like people might rally behind.
What if they won't let you fight with just one of you?
I'm not gonna tell them that. I think like we
I know,
just
but
wanna.
when the day of the fight, you're about to go out, and they say you
I
need
mean,
to have.
That just.
Then I
sucks.
guess that's when you substitute. You say,
Joe will allow substitutes. I don't. He already mentioned that.
Yeah.
what if somebody's not on the team?
Then we probably wouldn't fight. So we wouldn't put Sylvan into.
I guess you could just say. You could try to make an announcement to everybody like, "Hey, I can't fight today. Sigmund is sick," and then you could just, like, you know how you went out there and sang your song
The only,
last time.
the only problem with that is you're saying I'm sick and I'm gonna be sitting there in the arena.
Oh, I thought you
People
were.
are gonna
I
see
thought you were
you.
outside of the arena. Cause
Well, I
you
was
don't-
thinking about it, but it seems like it'll be easier to climb from inside the arena. It'll be faster. So if
Yeah, but
that's
as
the
long
case,
as-
then
But if you're standing near the tower,
Well, then you could be in the pit and just climb out.
we could try.
I just.
It's just more,
Then you're gonna get
you know what I'm
hit.
saying?
Jesus.
Yeah.
and if you're
So I say don't enter us into the fight. We just look for the next fight that is not us. It doesn't make sense.
What
to,
if you enter in the fight to get the following like you said, and then right before the fight
Well, let me just
You
go
say-
ask the guy.
you just say yeah,
we're
just
just
ask, like,
again, we're just talking about all this hypotheticals again.
just say Sigmund's sick. I want to still talk to the. I want
Yeah.
to speak
Well,
to.
I'm just gonna. I'll go ask him what happens if somebody's not there.
Yeah.
Then we'll know. Sound good?
Yeah,
I'll
just
go
go,
talk
just
to-
go. We're
All right,
talking about too much.
I'm gonna go and talk to. I'm gonna go to the fighting pits quick.
Are you guys going to the?
I'm gonna go.
You guys gonna go talk to Nadia?
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna go to one of the
speaking
shops real quick, and then maybe just try to find you.
So I'll go to the pits quick, and then is there anybody around?
There's a few people hanging around.
Like, is there any?
Roy.
Oh, I'm gonna go up to somebody, like if they look like they're working.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Time to war.
Oh yes,
I just got done fighting in there, and I was just wondering. I don't technically know how to sign up for another fight.
I work directly with the king to set up fights. Actually,
Do you know when your next fight is?
yes, I do.
When is it?
It's tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Way down right there.
Hey guys, hey, 1 second. We have magical communication. It's kind of cool.
I'll just continue closing up shop.
Hey, just so you guys know, the fight's tomorrow. Is that all right? Can we make it happen?
Okay.
We'll
Let's do
check
it.
with Nadia. See
Yeah,
if she can
let's
get
fight
people
tomorrow
to-
and we're good.
Yeah.
We're
Just
saying
show up.
just
We're just
cancel
gonna
the
have to
fight.
try and figure it out.
All right. Sorry, I had to get confirmation from my friend there.
Oh, good friend.
So, could we, Team Soti, can we challenge the Brew Seekers again tomorrow?
No can do. They've already requested to challenge Silver Swan B teams after their win today.
Can we challenge the team below us just to get practice?
I believe it's Team Maulkeye, isn't it?
I
Let me
think
check the
fine.
No, I
standings.
believe we're. I guess well, there, goddamn it.
Oh, yes. Here are the standings.
Oh, we're fourth. I thought we were third.
I thought we were there too.
No, we lost them. So I'll be able to fight. Oh well.
I can set you up if you'd like, but I believe aren't you guys the party?
Yeah, I don't want to fight them again.
Yes, you guys get your ass kicked for sure.
We might.
That dragon is mighty scary.
He probably wouldn't even have time to get out though.
That's fine. We don't need to be in a fight. We're good.
All right, I'm leaving.
Take care.
I'll just hang out in the stands.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna go to one of the shops real quick.
Okay,
Let's go.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to find somebody to talk to bows.
Okay. You know, just from being in Skulligar for almost a week, you know there's not necessarily a bow shop
Just like the general. Market.
There's like an armory, and then like there's just the general market circle.
I'm gonna go to the armory first.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll walk in there.
Okay.
Hello, good sir.
Hello there.
So I have a bow here, and I was debating going elsewhere with it. Would you be able to tell me what this would run cost-wise, what I could get for it?
Yes. He takes the item from me. I know what it does.
Okay.
It is a fine piece of equipment for sure. I'd say anywhere between 1,500, 2,500 is what I would value it as.
Okay. Do you have any other bows that are magical in this capacity for sale?
Let me check. I have this. He holds up this bow.
I see it. Or can you tell me what it does?
Yes. It does an additional damage and +1 to hit too. Tell you what, I'd do an even trade for that bow.
What's the additional damage on it?
+1. Other than that, that's really the only thing we have in.
Just looking at this fucker. Hey, Sylvan, remember my bow?
Yeah.
Do you think this would be a good trade? I don't really use the mage hand aspect of it, and hey, sir, is that a single hand crossbow? Is it heavy? What are we doing?
It's just a regular longbow. Magical, technically.
Wait, this is.
But
Oh, that's yours.
Yeah.
But you don't need
Oh,
proficiency, if you will, for this bow.
What's it do?
Just +1 to hit, +1 damage. Do you have what damage it does with that one?
I believe longbows are just 1d8.
Let's find out what you got. That's the only bow you have here.
No, I
Indeed.
wouldn't. Don't do that. No. Use a crossbow.
Well, I'm gonna head out, but maybe I'll be back someday.
Aye.
Thank you.
He goes back to his smithing.
Yeah.
There's somewhere there's a crossbow.
I'm gonna walk around the shops and look for a crossbow. Like just it's a different
You know that there was one other in the market circle.
yeah.
We'll kind of cut to the chase, and it was this one.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking
And you do see that one kind of getting floated around the market circle.
I can't afford this.
Okay, let me look at this thing. Hello. I'm interested in this bow.
Who are you now?
Yes.
Tell me. Do you have enough coin to muster it up for?
Well, I was hoping maybe do a trade and then see what kind of price I have to pay after that.
And you see the halfling kind of stroking his long, straggly beard.
What do you want to trade?
Well, I have this bow. It's nothing too special. Has some magic with it. It's the killer of Ragul.
Get a regular, you say?
Oh yeah, I mean, it wasn't really that crazy. I mean, just we're probably the biggest beast in the area.
Interesting.
Yes, but I mean, this is what it is. Don't know what kind of deal you could conjure up with this, but I'm interested in a different one.
He kind of takes it. He's looking at it.
Tell you what, my friend. I'd give you 1,800 for this bow.
And how much is your bow?
10,250.
Let me take a look at my map.
I hope you got like 4 more of them.
Yeah, what's that behind you, Steal? Okay, I'm gonna head out. Yeah, I can't afford that now, but hopefully someday. Remind me what that bow does again.
Hold, please.
I'm sure it hasn't killed anybody like Ragul.
It does 1d6 piercing plus 1d6 acid plus 2 to hit. You can supercharge it. This weapon glows bright green when supercharged. You can activate it as a bonus action to supercharge it. Lasts for 3 attacks. Plus 5 to hit, an additional 1d10 acid plus 2 damage. And that on the 18, 19, and 20. And if all 3 supercharges are up, the weapon does 0 damage.
That seems alright, I guess. I really don't have the coin to make a deal right now, but
To recharge it, you just need a bottle of acid and you need to funnel it into the tank.
what do you think about what do you think about this war pick? It's Mordai's war pick. I still have it in my.
Do you have that, or does Sigmund have
I
that?
don't think. Do you have it? You've been
I have
using
it
it?
in my hand.
Oh, you have it?
I'm not using it. I just realized I still had it.
Oh, I have it in my inventory for some reason, but he must have it.
Or
Never mind.
So you take it out and you draw nothing.
What about this war pick? Okay,
It's
yeah.
invisible.
I'll come back a different day.
Toodaloo.
I think you gave it to me to go sell it one time, and I never sold it.
That's by
I'll give it back to you. I was literally didn't
No
know I
worries.
still had it in there.
I'm just trying to make some coin. Okay, I'll try to find either sell them on my way over or just start walking to go find Nadia.
I'll just head back to the guild house.
Alright, does anybody want to do anything else in the meantime?
I'm going to find Nadia.
Where's he audio?
Alright.
On the way there,
It's
it's
a
like
naughty dog.
us four. Sigmund.
Yes.
About a night ago, I had this appear on my chest, and I'm going to show like a black mark. It happened about the night that I was researching more to the gods.
What?
I'm not sure what it means. I don't know if you could shed some light on it.
Yeah, and you definitely see this large, sickly mark on his chest that sort of radiates from his right side, and it's like black ichorish tendrils that kind of like sprout almost like into his veins.
I'm gonna like oversee like, oh, what the fuck is that?
It almost seems like kind of like a burn mark of sorts,
Yeah.
and it seems like almost like charring through his veins.
Does it look like it's spreading?
Make an
Yep.
Arcana
I
check.
could also tell, like, since I got it.
Or
and
medicine. Arcana or medicine.
Yeah, 20.
Does not seem. You take a kind of look at it, and there is a magical like kind of like a bookmark on it. You
Okay.
kind of get a sense of like it seems like something has been paused, but it seems like something magical has definitely caused this.
Okay.
But there's no presence to it anymore, and it definitely doesn't seem to have been spreading at this point. It seems like where it's at now is stopped.
And
It
then
doesn't show signs of growing.
he said there's like a symbol to it. Was it like a, or is it just like
Like a black mark.
Black
It's
mark?
just like a big black, almost burned piece into his chest. So it's like frostbite, but it seems more like a burn.
I'm not sure what this is. Doesn't appear to be a marking of the gods or anything of that. It looks more some sort of burn or wound. It doesn't look like it's spreading, which is good, but something definitely magic about it. I don't know if it's a connection to some other being, some other world. I don't know what type of witchcraft you're performing at night that I don't know about.
None that I know of.
You had a question as well before you're about to ask.
Oh, like, since I first got it, like, does it look like it's spread more? But I guess it's not yet.
Make a history check as well.
Can I do an Arcana check on it? Since you said I realized it was like a magical type of.
What did you roll that last time?
That was a nat 20 for medicine.
Oh, on medicine. My apologies. I gave you Arcana. We'll say let's roll medicine.
Oh, okay,
Sorry
that's
about
fine.
that. I thought that's what you were.
No, that's you're good.
13 on history.
13.
8 on medicine.
You again don't understand what could have caused it. You don't necessarily know like what the effect is on him.
Okay.
At the moment through medicine, but you definitely get those other things through Arcana. That it has a magical presence, but and then history check. You do remember that this was technically after the study of the gods.
Yep.
It wasn't necessarily an effect of you looking into them.
No, I knew that.
Okay.
Because it like happened after us.
Yes.
So I didn't know if it was an effect or not.
Well, that's about all I can tell you. I mean, outside of that, you may want a cleric to look at it or something for the medicine side of things. I mean, I can do a little bit of healing, but it's not my specialty.
I don't think it's hurt me too much, but perhaps once this all blows over and check out some clerics.
You always have problems over there, Bradley.
No, can't win for losing.
Okay. Then you guys head to Nadia.
Sounds good.
Assuming-
I'm assuming it's at the.
Yeah,
She's sleeping. Yep, she's at the sleeping.
She's like sitting at a table.
Yeah, you actually walk in. For the first time that you've seen her in the bar for a long time, she doesn't have a drink in her hand. She is not escorted by anybody, but a normal candy crewman that she just has at her side.
I'll be a kind of look at her and, Nadia! We have important business to talk.
Hello, Sigmund. What brings you to the bar so early?
Well, we gotta talk. Let's just say that. Can we go somewhere private?
Yes, we can. Did you have anywhere in mind?
Is there anywhere private here, or we can go back to our guild house?
We can probably find a room.
Let's do that.
And she kind of rummages around in her pocket and she
Rolling.
kind of slides it over. And with that, he kind of throws her a key and she walks upstairs.
And we'll follow her to one of the rooms.
All right. Yeah. And she unlocks it. And she unlocks it.
Put
And
the table.
yep. And you open it up into this big master suite. Very nice. For the bar conditions downstairs, the rooms are actually pretty nice. On what you find. But yeah, she shuts the door and she locks it.
What's so urgent?
Is it just us four here right now?
Yeah.
Us four. We have a plan to overthrow the king.
It's a damn good one.
I would say so.
And are you using our plan with Dracus?
I don't see the way around it.
Yes.
We have a plan.
Sylvan and myself went out to the water today after he met at the pits. Communicated to him.
You talked to Dracus.
Yes. We
How can you communicate with such a beast?
we can speak Draconic.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I believe he could too. And we haven't told you this yet. But he does appear to follow his old friend and the sword that he wielded.
Aldrin,
Yes.
this is great news.
Are you familiar with his sword?
Yes, I know. So we buried him with it.
Well, let's just say on our way in here we accidentally unburied it. And it's now in my possession.
I thought. She kind of chuckles. You mentioned this to me before, but it was never my intention that you guys were the ones that took it.
Well, it was gonna come out sooner or later, and I felt like to be honest with you. Honestly, looking back at it, I was not approval of the decision. I was the only one that actually didn't partake in the.
But perhaps it was an essential part to
I guess
this.
you weren't there either.
I wasn't there, but perhaps it's going to be essential to this happening. It might be a blessing disguised.
Yes.
We did it, or we wouldn't have known about this.
And she kind of chuckles.
I knew it! I knew those guys were lying to me! They said that tomb was cursed. You guys don't look cursed to me.
Oh, we paid the price.
Well, that's not exactly true either. We definitely got cursed.
Yes, we did.
But you're here now. How is one lift a curse?
Well,
I think we had
kind of
Vernon.
Luther.
mage.
Or Luther, yeah.
Was it
No.
Luther? Luther.
Oh, the
Cursed
Silver
us.
Swans.
Yes.
He's an interesting fellow. I think he's almost too smart for his own good.
And we sincerely do apologize. Like I don't think.
We didn't know.
We
what
realized it was a tomb.
Yes.
And then by the time they did, we were like, we're already here. Let's take it.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm not quite sure how the rest of the Order of the Tide will perceive this. I mean, that
We can dress it up like we knew this
the
was
shield you bestow and yield. It's a legend. But again, if you are able to once again take over Skulligar wielding that sword, it will cement your name into it as well. As Sigmund Brightsteel's
I believe nothing would honor your friend more than if
He's
he
gonna get
wielded
the
his
name,
sword.
and
and told
I was
the
the one who stole it.
Well, so let's elaborate on this plan. We can discuss the quarrels of whose sword that is later.
We need you to rally as many people from the Order of the Tide that are ready and willing to fight as you possibly can.
And your garrison from the slums will be needed to be on standby as well. It's gonna go down all at once.
I see.
It's crucial we have them staked out in the right locations too. We can go over this all.
I see. Well, I can do my best. Do you know when this is taking place?
Fights are tomorrow. How long do you need to get troops? We could wait.
I do not know, honestly. I can do my best, but I'm just one person. But the Order of the Tide is deeply connected and rooted. I have contacts, and we can spread the word.
You need more than one night.
No, I don't think so. But if I had more than one night, we'd be possible better suited, better numbers, better well equipped.
We could wait.
I would say we wait.
Well,
Wait for one more fight to happen. Maybe
know,
scout
man.
out a little bit more, and then fight after that.
I mean, we could do your best today. We can get a number maybe tonight and
Kind of.
make the decision.
Yeah,
We could regroup tonight and see where we're at.
I must warn you though, if this does unfold, it is, how do I say this? The royal government, they have a ship that wanders around Skulligar. It is heavily armed. It is one of their finer warships. This is Dawnbreaker, is the name. Fine warship.
Good enough to kill a war turtle?
I don't know about that, but definitely enough to sink the Sparrow.
Well, love the Sparrow now, but low bar.
I mean, legend says it has 20 cannons on one side.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
That would be enough to sink the Sparrow, perhaps enough shots to kill Dracus, depending on how deep he is into the city.
Do we know the sort of rotations of the warship? Where it's at certain points?
No, it docks here every now and then. It was here while you guys were gone with wherever you at were with Rhaegal, but hasn't been seen since. I don't know if it's going back to the homeland to get repairs, upgrades, or whatnot, but it hasn't been spotted in a while.
It's possible with the presence of Dracus, it could be on its way here.
That's a good point.
I say we sneak aboard, light it on fire.
It is made of some of the finest wood, the redwoods down in Far Island.
Don't we know somebody who's good with explosives?
Well, we do have a fire sorcerer.
The Fire Lord.
Fire Lord himself, rather. The magician.
Houdini.
But I did hear whispers in the bar and contacts that I have. After the pummel pits today, the king looked very concerned, if you will, about the appearance of Dracus. Do not be surprised if you see a royal decree message asking for Dars. I believe everyone kind of knows Dracus comes when Dars is out.
Yes. I'm sure rumors out that there's a dragon, another dragon here in Skulligar as well. That's why we probably must move hastily, right? Until they bring more reinforcements, things like that.
I would say we do not wait 2 days. If you plan on tomorrow, let's
Strike while
plan
the
on
iron's
tomorrow
hot.
because if Dawnbreaker comes to the shore of Skulligar, I fear it may be the end of Dracus, and it's definitely the end of the Sparrow. I love that ship deeply.
I agree. Didn't know about that ship prior, so I believe sooner the better.
There are certain ships that patrol and have kind of captured territories around certain islands. The Order of the Tide has a few islands captured, but the royal government has a little bit more. Skulligar is under their control.
Our plan is to basically surround the arena with yeomen. We know those wizard towers are the key to controlling Dracus, so
Yes.
we plan on having myself and Darius scale the tower.
I'll be on Overwatch with a clear line of sight to either wizard.
Try to take out those wizards or whoever's controlling the wands.
And Rowan and I will focus on the other tower, will be disguised as guards.
And I will be on Dorias flying, and I will take a shot at one of the tower men, and then I will land and help help lead the rest of the Order of the Tyde in after I've gotten back on the ground and pull Dorias back.
If this succeeds, we could both have the king in a chokehold and have the upper hand right off the bat. Everything right where we need it to be.
With minimal damage to the rest of the city.
Dracus would be on his way, and there would be nothing to quell him.
I do not want to, whoever we appoint ruler, to rule over a pile of rubble. If we can save the city and its folk, there are good people here.
That's the goal. We get our hands on those stats.
But I do realize that sacrifices have to be made. Some say the few to save the many. I'm in. I'll be rounding up my men. I'll be rounding up as many Order of the Tyde members as I can. But is there a way I can easily communicate with you? I mean, I'm going to be running all over the place tomorrow, and even today. I would love if I could
Just leave a message in our mailbox in the guild hall. If you have couriers, you can send them.
How will we know? How will we know when it's ready?
The signal, were we going to use the Sylvan's horn as a signal? We're talking about getting the horn.
Horn. I mean, obviously, when shit starts going down with the towers, I think that's a pretty good signal, but I don't want to be caught off guard if, you know, we're walking to the towers and you guys are already attacking them and shit's
Plan on being stationed prior to the fights. Have your men try to blend into surrounding crowds. Maybe if there's any stores or things, pack them full of your men. We also need to have a second wave ready to cut off all routes to the pummel pits, because once we storm, we know that they will retaliate. We can catch them in the act.
Hey, Rowan, we want to see if you can get some sort of war horn or something at the shops.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
By the way, where are you guys at? I'm planning to swing by here soon.
Currently speaking, denied.
You want me to go? You want me to go back when you're done, or what?
Sure.
They had no good bows here. I fucking hate this place.
That's a good point. We need to have times. I mean, what time do the fights normally start? We can trickle our men in a little bit at a time prior to the fights, pack surrounding stores, get them in good positions.
You know the fights typically start around noon.
Okay. We can start loading that area with people. Break of dawn. Keep sending more and more.
How much?
Make them wait for the signal and then we charge.
Perfect. I like that idea.
Hey, wait, real quick. Just on a conch though.
Magic conch.
Got a great deal. There's only one silver, but I don't know.
Can you make noise with it? Try it out.
Let me try here. I'll keep you on the line. I'm gonna try well,
Make a performance.
Maybe we should give it to Sylvan. He's good at blowing things.
No. And you having your hand up to your ear still, and you try to blow into it. It's...
Well, let me try one more time. Let me put my hand down. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna really try to blast it.
One more performance.
Guidance.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
7 kinds.
Wait. Okay, 10 and 11.
Okay, and with that, you, with that, you sort of go and blow into it, and it's like, you know, like when you take a piece of grass and you like blow into it, it makes that weird noise. At first, you make a somewhat like silent noise of that, and then it's like a delay.
Works pretty good, fellas. Maybe get something else if you're back in town, but we can get by with it.
It's loud enough.
You hope it's loud enough. You hope.
We could also.
Let's just say Plan B. I can launch a lightning arrow up in the sky.
Or Plan B, when I call Dorias out and I have him give out one of his.
Or how about you
yelps.
roar for us? You can roar, can't you?
Oh, I can roar.
Perfect. Our signal will be hearing this man roar.
Okay, well, I don't know how
It'll be loud.
loudly Dars can roar.
You'll know.
Okay.
Once I hear him roar, I'll shoot a lightning arrow into the sky. You see that? That'll be the backup signal.
And the backup to the backup. We don't have one. If you just start seeing fighting, go in there.
Alright, well, that's the plan. I must act hastily here. I will gather up as many arms as I can.
Is there anything that we can do to help you in the meantime and reinforce or help you with the reinforcements?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I was thinking about slaughtering some of the nobles, but I think that's going to have to wait till tomorrow.
Well, you'll have plenty
Once
of
we have
opportunity.
control of the city, we can slaughter whoever we want.
Yes. I was going to try and lock them in their house and toss torches into the windows.
I knew I liked you. You have a little bit of a dark side. I believe you should focus your wrath on the guards and the king's army. You're gonna need your strength, not the
Lords will come.
not the cunts that hide in their houses and
I hate
talk
the
gas
nobles. They pissed on us for far too long. But say, lastly, before I leave, was there any word on Vernon?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Is he coming back or is he staying where he
I
is?
believe he was said he would help us if he needed to. We haven't shared our plan with him yet, but I'm glad you brought him up. We'll have Sylvan send him some messages again tonight. I think if I remember correctly, Sylvan said he had a quite in-depth conversation with him over sending stuff.
Oh, interesting.
I believe he agreed to be an advisor or co-rule, and
Perfect.
he would
Be on the council.
Yes.
Amazing.
We need a man of his knowledge and his stature helping operate the city once we do get control of it. But perfect. Well done, Soti Maulkeye. As always, you guys never disappoint. It's, as always, an honor to have you flying your sails in the order of the Tyde's honor, and that you're by our side for tomorrow's wars to come.
For the Tyde.
She kind of pats her chest,
For the time.
and she walks out, kind of hastily on that. And she's sprinting down the stairs.
Well, fellas,
I think it's time we go back to the house. My bad.
I need to scout out an area outside the pummel pits quick on the way back.
Oh,
Make sure I can get
good
up.
question for you. How's that lifer doing?
I'll pull it up. We'll take a peek at it.
Yeah, and it's kind of in the same state. You see kind of like the scales around the egg are kind of in that same kind of glowing state that Dorias's egg was in for a little bit. But no really update there.
Okay. It does seem to be reacting with heat, which is good. This is what Dorias's egg did.
It's good. We might need to sell that here soon.
We could definitely see at least what it's worth. If it's worth a lot, then we definitely sell it.
Sylvan, how did the fight scheduling go?
I don't have any.
Perfect. What else do we need to do?
Maybe just come back to the guild house. Wait for tomorrow.
Rowan, you said you did find a bow?
No. They're too expensive unless you got
I got a couple items I might be able to assist with.
you got 5 if you got 5,000 I'd give that up too. I got lots of things I can throw in there.
Alright, meet me at the shop quick.
Okay.
Maybe we can work something out.
Sounds good.
And I'll head to the square for shopping.
Yeah. You meet Rowan into kind of the serpent circle where a lot of the trade takes place, and yeah, you guys are kind of in the middle ground of that.
What are you thinking?
I do have my one sword, and I do have this hammer I can get rid of.
I have my bow, which is about 1,800. Might be able to get it up a little bit more. I have Captain Sandor's armor, and I also have that half plate as well. I mean, I only have a little under 1,000 gold myself.
Guess we still owe the. We still have that debt. Sylvan, how much party fund do we have?
A lot.
I don't think it's a lot.
5,900.
But we owe 10.
And honestly, I do want that bow, and it would be nice. And the actual bit, like the mage hand ability on this, is not very.
Yeah, that
useful,
bow's not very.
But at
Well,
least it's
what about
magic
this,
and
though?
it's temporary.
Could the mage hand be used for what we're about to do?
So it only, if I deal bludgeoning damage to a target, the bolt impacts without piercing, leaving a bruise. You can choose to have a mage hand appear at the location. And the mage hand
and deal 1d6 force damage.
I think a mage hand can only go 30 feet though.
The one thing that if I
But it
did,
appears at the.
But I'm saying if he hits him with it, Mage Hand appears, uses Mage Hand to like push.
Grab the staff.
I could try to grab the staff.
Could try.
I mean, might as well.
I'll be right.
I don't think it's worth it.
Anyway.
I don't think it's worth it for me to use all our party fund gold, especially in debt right now, and we don't
No,
have to sell.
where's that guy? I don't want to talk to him.
Let me look for him.
Get his dad.
I also
Get your dad
got-
out here.
I've also got just under about 1,000 of my own money.
You're looking for the guy who was selling that ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you kind of run up to the guy. He's got.
Wait, I don't want to run up to him.
Oh, you spot the guy out. He's a half.
Okay, I'm gonna blow my horn.
Beard.
I'm pointing at him.
Make a performance check.
God.
The conch shell.
We're gonna have the guy who's gonna roll a crit fail when he's
16.
yeah,
It's
he's all
better every time.
Even better. This one it kind of even hums.
The magic con.
Like this. And yeah, you see the little halfling. He's trying to make a deal right now. He's stroking his white straggly beard.
Good day, sir.
Hello. What's your name?
Sigmund.
Sigmund.
Heard you're selling a bow here.
Indeed I am.
And you talked to my friend Rowan here.
Yes. I meet a lot of people, but do you remember him? Yes.
You remember me.
So, he didn't have enough stuff, but I got a couple extra items that we may be willing to trade.
Okay.
I believe the sword I have here is worth about 2,000, 3,000 gold, if I remember correctly when I bought it. Then I also have this hammer.
Yes.
You can expect them in...
Yes. Let me see that. He takes. I remember what it does. Yeah. This is a fine hammer for sure. I could probably find a suitable buyer of this. Tell you what. I'll give you 2,300 for it.
Right? What about the sword?
It's pretty average if you ask me.
What do you need? Gives 2 damage and 1 strength.
I'll give
Had
you,
this since I was level 3.
I'll give you 1,500.
Yeah.
Wait, so what are we at right now?
1,500. Here, let me get my abacus out.
Plus your 1,800.
So 1,800 plus 1,500 plus 2,300, right?
Yep.
Fuck, we're at 5,600. Okay.
Okay, did you do my bow?
Oh no, what's your bow?
About 18.
Oh yeah, we did do your bow.
Yeah, it's in there.
Yeah, it's in there.
How about this armor?
Oh, yes, the armor's new. Let me see what we can get me for that.
Okay.
I mean, you don't lucky, right? It's right?
It's suitable for a correct buyer. I'll give you an additional 1,800 for it.
And then I got 985.
Okay, we're getting there. You'll have something special now.
What
What
about?
I'm whispering to you.
He's like,
You got an incubating wyvern egg if you're interested.
interesting. May I see said egg?
Let's
Should bring one.
go somewhere private.
Yes. He kind of takes you into the back like area of his little tenant shop.
Show 'em.
I'll pull the egg out of the heat sack.
I'm gonna be
Just
secret.
gonna call it a heat sack.
Interesting. Do you have an idea how long it would be till it hatches?
All I know is that it requires consistent heat. I have similar experience with things of this nature.
Given the unknowns, I don't want to go in too far for this.
And I might add, the more heat, the faster the process goes. It's just that this sack is only able to carry so much heat.
I mean, he is an expert. He did hatch a dragon himself.
Yes, I've heard tales of said dragon master in the pits. Well, what do we say? 2,000 gold for the egg.
What's that put us at? Did you factor in my?
Not yet. We're at 9,400
You
right
factor in
now.
my 900 gold?
Not yet.
Dude.
We would be right on. How much was it?
10,250 gold.
Oh, well, then we'd be perfect with your 900.
And
I'll throw it in.
does this count as the discount for Soti Maulkeye?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'll do it as long as you're fine doing it.
I'm fine with it.
I mean, I don't really use this because I'm probably gonna get lucky. This, that, it is what it is. And that's really all I'm throwing out there, so we're not using anything else.
I think you
It's
should
your,
get it.
it's your call.
Alright.
Send it.
I'll give him the egg.
With here, might as well.
It's a fucking ball.
This is we're getting screwed.
And you see his eyes.
I'll loot him later.
I'll loot him later.
Yeah, so subtract the gold that you've given.
So I have 0 gold.
Well, how much? Well,
Well,
do you need to use all of it?
So
So we were at
add-
9,400.
You have 50 left. Because we had 90. We'd be at 90.
Okay.
10,300.
Sounds
That's
good to me.
10,250.
You might as well just give me the remaining 50. No?
I'm
We made a good business partner?
Tell you what, I'll flip a coin for it. You get to keep 50 more.
Oh, alright, yes, I like games.
But if you
What's that,
look,
roll off?
what if
Do you want to roll?
You can put my coin.
what if
I was
you
gonna say,
lose?
we-
Hey,
Or just wait, is it heads or tails? Isn't that?
I think it is
Or,
different.
Here,
This has had more. Of
I'll flip it. I'll flip it. You call it.
What if you
I'm
lose?
losing. There's a dice and a tree, I think.
Okay,
Just say
so
dice or treat.
This also has like a head.
so yeah, just say dice or treat.
Wait, hey, get a
And
stipulation
then,
for us.
are we
I'm
doing
gonna toss
this?
it here,
Here,
though.
just wait, are we doing
Get us
this?
50 gold back if you win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, okay.
We get your life.
If we lose, you give them all your gold. If we win, you get you keep you have
Sounds
100
good.
gold.
I'll
We
take
get
the
a
rest
ransom
of it
to
later.
slaves.
Hey,
So-
Quinn, I think flip it. I would do a
Yeah.
flip just
Yeah.
because like
Catch it and then go like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
So you want dice or treat?
I'll call it in the air, sir.
Come on.
Dice!
It's all my gold.
It is dice.
Yeah!
God damn it!
You see my guy rolling his fucking head. He's just like, fuck.
Good call, sir. You've played that game before, haven't you?
I have, yes, yes. It's actually a weighted coin. Just kidding, of course. Well, take care.
I guess I'm gonna toss this guy too. This guy's gonna have it too.
Do you have the or did you? Oh yeah, you get the items and then you get that in return.
Thank you.
R.I.P. to the South Steel Mitigator.
And just make sure, like on your sheet of paper, that
Yeah,
if you had any of that inventory, make sure it gets taken out.
Nice,
too.
yeah.
This is basically a heavy crossbow. It's like basically a heavy crossbow.
So when it's supercharged, yeah, it goes to that 1d10. Is it 1d10 piercing or 1d10 acid? I can't remember.
It says 1d10 instead of the 1d6, I think.
Yep. Okay.
It says 1d4, but I'm assuming 1d6.
Yep.
I was trying to get 22 strength, but
It's
not
tough.
anymore.
It's tough out there these days.
The big thing is this. Did you change them?
Kidding. Yep. Okay. Alright, does anybody want to do anything after this?
I think we're going back to the guild hall. I guess that's
Yeah, I'll go back as well.
Because you don't have that anymore.
Okay, see the bow.
Well, that was I gotta erase the hand.
You still have that. You still have that.
I still have it. Oh, yeah, this is my non-magical one.
So I would just.
So this is what kind of
heavy
crossbow is it?
bro.
It's,
Oh,
a,
nice.
it's a light, short,
Okay.
whatever it's
I'm just
called.
gonna write crossbow.
Hand.
Hand.
Is it a hand?
Okay, so
So-
that's
Oh, sorry, go ahead. So it already has 3 charges, I'm assuming, right? Like it starts with 3.
Yeah, like you see in the vials, or like in the tubes, it's already full of acid.
So I would
Yo,
just
if we
erase
kept that wyvern egg, we could have cracked that bitch open and put it in the.
Wow.
Dude, even this thing out supercharged is way better than what you had.
Isn't
Yeah, it's basically a heavy crossbow.
Isn't Sylvan a
Yeah.
acid
And +2 to hit.
dragon? No, but you are poison.
And you do poison out of
I
it.
would say.
Is there an acid? Isn't it called acid breath?
Yeah.
Not mine. Mine's poison.
There's a
Oh.
spell.
Oh, it is acid breath. What the hell? It is acid breath.
She fell a bunch
So
of
don't shouldn't
miles.
it do acid damage?
Probably. I don't know. I'll look right now.
Let's go. We're just
so
so.
real quick. So I can put that.
Yeah, I can actually find it.
Okay.
Why did I use poison?
Puke into the
I think you are an acid.
I thought acid was black.
I thought so too.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Pretty sure you should be poisoned.
Cause he's a green.
Yeah, and you should talk about Baldur's Gate and the campaign I'm running right now. I am an acid dragonborn. He's black.
Yeah. Acid is black dragon.
God damn
Okay,
it.
so
So
+2 to hit. So what's my normal plus the normal to hit here?
So, what do you have? 1d6.
You're saying 1d6
Alright, well,
acid.
we all heading back.
Yeah.
But then you also have to add plus
Oh, +5.
5. So what I would do is just do. Yeah, you can just write 2d6 plus 5. You know what I mean? And then just. You
Now
just
what's
like
my
remember.
hit?
2d6 plus 5. And then it'll be 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2. So it should be plus 13. And then if it's supercharged, your plus 18.
I
might fucking nail it.
I might just right over here.
While they're figuring this out, does anybody want to do anything while they're at the guild hall?
I'll just wait.
I was gonna say on my way there, do we walk by the pole pits at all?
We're close.
You kind of
Or I'm not there.
You can make a round that way.
So can I kind of tell from where I'm at if there's any buildings I can get to that are like high enough to have like a vantage point?
Let's say make a perception check.
Oh. 11.
11. With that, even just in the proximity of the pummel pits, the way the city's arranged, there's no buildings or anything high close to the pummel pits other than the towers that are a part of it.
Can I tell how hard it would be to get on like the top of like the? I assume there's like a backing or towers or like a causeway or something.
You know the way the sort of how we kind of explained it last time, where it's kind of more like it's kind of like castle ramparts right around the very outside of the pummel pits, and then on the inside is where the stands are of the actual pummel pits. The closest thing that you have to it is there's some other guild houses in the area, but I mean, knowing your own building, there's none that are like significantly taller than yours, and none really meet the edge of the actual rampart. So like the tower part of the actual pummel pits. You know from just being by it enough that I mean, the towers face outwards. Other than that, there's no backside of it per se.
Well, the best place I could probably be for Overwatch then is going to be in the back row inside the stadium.
It does 0
So I
acid
can
damage.
I can still shoot one.
You just shoot 1d6.
should be enough to at least see both wizards. I was able to see them from my vantage point last time.
Because it says, I want to use supercharged weapons. So just do 1d6. They'll still do the plus 2 depending on.
You guys can keep the acid loaded.
Yeah. Yeah, but if it runs out, it's still valuable.
Buy a bunch of acid.
Okay. Anybody else?
I know you'd like that.
Yeah, that's what you glean.
Should we we're all together, right?
No, so the best vantage point you're probably going to have for a shot of both of them is where I was sitting to watch them last.
Do you think it'd be?
I'll have to get my bow in there.
Sylvan, do you want to let Vernon know what's going on?
Are you at the hall?
Yes.
Yeah, I can. Tell him it's going down tomorrow. Have him start coming.
I don't know if he can provide any aid, but it could be helpful having another figure here.
Yeah, I'll let him know.
I mean, it probably will take a couple days at least, to sort everything out after the aftermath if we are successful. If not, I guess we might be dead. The one thing that Nadia said though is there's a big warship in the water she's awfully nervous about. She said it had at least 20 cannons.
Just on one side.
Could easily blow up Dracus.
If
One
that comes,
sparrow.
we're gonna lose. But set the back on it not coming.
We gotta pray.
Hopefully it's far enough out that it doesn't make it.
If Dracus is below it, I mean, I think he'd be fine, but he wouldn't be during the attack.
I would say
So if the timing's right, I guess we're fine, but
Yeah. Like at that point, we're just
it
hoping.
is what it is.
I mean, I could, if I need to, I see if I can lead him back into underwater. I think he'd be safe underneath, right?
Yeah. I think so.
I could see the ship coming. Nadia also said that the king is more worried about Dorias now.
It's likely to
He
increase
might-
security.
If there is another pummel pit soon, he might call the ship in, potentially. But there's no way of knowing if he will.
But if he doesn't see Darius
We
on
see
the,
the ship, I don't know.
If you see the ship,
if he doesn't see
Can we
Darius
just-
in
I
the
think
fight
if we-
schedule, maybe he won't.
our
think
ship
he-
has to be done by now, isn't it?
If the ship comes, I think we just scrap the idea and just leave.
Our ship should be done by tomorrow, I believe. You said 2 days, and that was yesterday,
So
so.
I'd say if that ship comes,
We just tell Nadia no,
Plans off. We need to get more other resources to.
and we'll just say we'll be back sometime later.
yeah,
Yeah,
agreed.
I agree.
Should we tell our own ship or our crewmates and
I think we should have them. I think we should have them ready.
We've got a decent crew. Yeah, I agree. we'd have Zodia be there. I mean, he may be a really helpful ally.
In the battle, you're saying?
Yes.
I agree. Maybe he could. Can he climb like you? Or like you're.
I think in a scorpion form maybe be able to, but I don't think he's gonna unleash that. But I mean, all the help we can get is better, I
We
believe.
can maybe put him next to Brecken.
I believe we need to have the other two maybe stay on the ship though if we're
Agreed.
looking to leave.
Yeah, no.
And we have a bigger crew now, reminder.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, we've got another 15 mates.
But I would say,
Have the ship ready in case we need to go.
Let me just go. Yeah.
and then maybe we can ask him if he wants to come. Zodia wants to come to pits with Brecken, just so Brecken has another person there in the stands to help him if shit goes down.
Yeah, what,
Keep the heat
you guys
off me
want-
while I'm taking
Do
shots.
you guys have any ideas for what I can do? You just want me to just hang out?
I think. Can you disguise yourself?
No.
Where
Do you need a job? I have to smuggle my bow in somehow, I think, with the new position, but I have an idea.
We can put it in your
I
back.
just always put it in my bag.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Because I didn't know if I should march up with.
So maybe you just come with us. You, me, and the other dragon.
The other thing is you might be small enough to get on Dorias with me.
Well, if you're at the edge of the pummel pits with me, because you can swing by and pick you up maybe after we.
The nice thing is that it all puts us in twos. Me and you,
Yeah.
those two, you and Zodia, and you and the dragon turtle. Team
Well,
of
I won't be
heroes.
with
I
them.
think either
but
way, but I need. Brennan
Wait,
needs
so
me
how
to
are you gonna
smuggle my
control
bow
him
and my
once-
quiver in.
What's gonna bring him in and what's gonna control him?
Dorias will bring him in.
Okay.
The sword will control him.
And you're just gonna like you just point it or you just having it controls him?
He does follow the sword. When I was talking to him before, Sylvan and I noticed that he was very keen on that sword. So I believe where I direct it would basically, and I speak Draconic, so I think he would get the idea of, if I say steam breath the king, he would blow the king up with some steam breath. And I'm hoping I can do that. It'd be pretty fun, wouldn't it?
Chakadas.
I think if the king's intimidated.
Dracus.
The thing is, the king could. Best case scenario, he gives himself up. We don't have to steam breath. But if he doesn't, then
Here's my
you
next
could have to just
question.
fight him too.
We take his head.
I want to have a conversation with everyone. We're in an arena. Do we let the king live?
No. See, I thought, yeah, but
Wait, you could be a lead onto this slave trade. We at least need to get that out of him first.
if it comes to it,
I think it kind of just.
I think we leave it up to the Tyde what they want to do with him.
I think we'll just play it out and see how it goes.
I mean, he's not going to be fighting or anything, so we basically go over there and just beat the fuck out of him.
I mean, I'd kill the guy.
You almost did once.
Trying, yeah. But I think that it would also show good standing with the people that might be different.
That we showed mercy.
True.
Could be awesome.
He'll
Good
ride away
leverage
and
for
we won't give him food. He'll probably get skinny and he'll let him ride away in a
Oh, that's
He
true.
might become
I
too
think I
powerful.
personally think that'd be worse for the guy.
We
Let's
tell
stand
him,
trial.
we tell him we put him on a weight loss program and just let him
Exactly.
starve for about 2 weeks.
So I think, Sigmund, it's gonna be your judgment. But if that sword, like, don't tell him to. His presence might be
If
enough.
that man is not a chicken, he will kill himself.
I'm telling you right now, I don't know what I'm going to do in the moment.
No,
Because
you can't do anything.
if
wrong.
we're shit hits the fan, I may need to tell him to steam breath this area and there might be people in the way. And I guess I'll have to live with
I can
that.
put a lightning arrow in his fat cunt ass.
I'm not talking about the king, I'm talking about if there's just guards and
Well, they're gonna die.
that's my one worry about this is that they're in this arena, some innocents are probably gonna get stuck in the middle.
It's gonna happen.
We try to stall it out. If we stall it out, I can. Maybe that's what I could
There's
do.
gonna be death
Try to
no
get
way-
people
no
out.
matter how you
Maybe I
shake
could
it.
try to get people out.
But
Actually, Sylvan, hear me out here. I think you should be able to ride with Dorias. If you can get up there, and if you can hold person on one of them at least,
Yes.
Well, see, that's what I thought too, but
I think that's our best route in at least trying to get one of the ones. Because they A, can't move, and B, if one of them is not moving and I can get my hands on him, he's dead.
so I jump off,
I could do a
or just
flyby.
or just go slow, so I don't have to like.
I could fly
Jump.
by the tower and then you use it.
Just kinda
and then
flap
I-
and then-
As you're flying by, could you drop my bow and quiver off to me? I need a way to smuggle this in. I can't
Well,
use your bag.
if he can go in with you,
I
because
can-
you're gonna be in
I
the
see.
arena as well,
I
correct?
see. And then once
Oh,
we're
you
in, I
never
can
go in the
hide it.
arena?
I have my cape or my
cloak. I could hide it once we're in. And then
Do they really check that hard? I don't remember.
I just need to get it through security.
I don't remember them ever.
Wasn't it just staffs that we?
It was staff that. I
Yeah, I
think,
don't think you have to worry about
I
it.
think you'll be
Well,
fine. Yeah. Try to take your bow.
Not that I remember. I've never got checked
Me
before
me
walking
neither.
in there, so
No.
I
Last
don't know
time
whether
I
that
tried
would
to check,
change.
my bow's dead.
I mean, I'm a guard, so by the way, I gotta be up at 7 a.m. Got a shift. But, I'm a guard, so they never check me.
Bradley's coming with you.
You'll have an early say and let
Yes,
us know
Bradley,
if the Tyde
before we go to bed, come into my room. We need to discuss our game plan, how we know each other.
Bradley, you will be tasked with that warship if it does come, and we are in that fight. Our best chance is you lighting that shit on fire.
Fireball.
The Fire Lord not disappoints.
The only thing is, too, with that ship, I could try and get Dorias there, but the problem is if I fly Dorias, we're gonna piss off another variant.
I believe Dorias will be shot down by cannons by the time you get to that ship.
See, I don't think the cannons can. The 20 cannons, if they're on the sides, they can't aim high.
Well, I think they have more than 20. I think she said it was
20
20
per
on one
side.
side.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's just 20 on the side, they could have 60 cannons on the side. They can't shoot up.
If you want to take that risk, then you
That's
be
what
my
I'm saying.
guest.
That's what I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do. But like, well, yeah,
Hey,
if the ship comes,
if the
I
ship
think everyone's
comes,
dead.
run for the hills. We'll go try to find we'll try to find the monk. Who was it? The old priest in this area. We'll try to go back down his.
I will say though, if we are into it and it does come and we're already balls deep, we cannot be running.
No, we're
Just send Dracus on it.
we're fighting. We're
If
fighting
he
it
goes
out.
down below,
We have to fight it
Ramsey,
with. We'll have to fight it with
you
Dracus.
you'd think that if he just lift himself up, the boat would just fall over. You know what I mean? That his back is huge.
For
He
dragon
should be able to just lift it up.
if he's a
The
dragon
boat
turtle that's
flips,
as old as I think
falls.
he is, it really shouldn't be
Or
that
just
big
do
of
a
a
big
task
belly
for him to go
flap
in
on
the
it.
water and fucking flip.
If he gets hit by it, then he's probably gonna die.
Do a belly flap onto it.
If he's deep enough in the water, he should be okay.
Fellas,
And a shell. I don't know. I was trying
I
to.
think we're ready. Do we wake up? Should we get up early and go check with Nadia and make sure all the troops are ready? We never really told her. I guess I wasn't there, but I never heard a time or.
I told her to start sending troops at dawn in slow trickles until the start of the fight.
Send a message to Vernon.
Yeah. Right now.
Send a message to our crew too. Tell them to be on the lookout for any type of warship in the harbor.
So first, I'm just gonna send. I'll just send one to Thorin.
Hey, so here. Just keep an eye out for a warship, right? If you hear it, or if you see it, come running like a madman. Also, get the ship ready to leave. We might be leaving it hastily tomorrow. If something goes down. Just be ready.
Alright, it's good to hear your voice, Captain Sylvan. But consider it done. We'll be keeping our eyes out for any warships coming to port. First thing to notify you, get the ship ready to departure as well. Me and Dominic, we'll make sure the ship's ready.
I salute here. And then I'll send one to Vernon.
Vernon and Sylvan, I only have one use for the spell left. Wink.
No, I didn't actually say that, but you know, I'll send
That's
it,
one of your
50 of
words.
them.
Tomorrow's go time. If you could start coming this way. Hopefully tomorrow, Skulligar's in the hands of the Tyde. See you soon.
Oh, and you guys are acting so hastily.
Probably hasn't even gotten out of bed yet.
Oh god, no.
I haven't even quite made it out of my tower yet to tell him down.
Okay, maybe this guy can't leave.
He's just gonna get there.
He's just off floor.
Walker's got dementia. He's worse than the king.
I'll have to roll a D100.
I like
to see
thinking.
guys.
No!
Every day.
He's good.
Food straps.
I said musky, I think.
Maybe he's Bootstrap's main owner.
Yeah.
Is he OG? I don't know.
He was the manager.
But
Oh,
I'll make sure to get the town rounded up as soon as I can. That's all you hear.
Alright, I'm good at that.
Alright, I just let him know. In my brain, I just talked to him. Vernon's on his way. And then Thorin's getting the ship ready to go, so it sounds like our ship's good.
Perfect. Thank
So
you
I
for
think
doing that,
after we do
Lieutenant
this,
Sylvan.
we can figure out. Yeah, we'll talk about that some other time.
Me and you, we can discuss where we want to meet tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out.
I mean, if
and
we
we're just
go
not-
in
we're
the
going.
city there, I mean, we can be in there.
That's what I mean.
Let's
We're gonna be outside. We're gonna be near the Coliseum.
And then once it starts, if we hear the conch shell,
Sylvan.
we might.
Well, I'm gonna be the one that roars.
If
I'm
I hear the
gonna-
contra, I'll shoot Daryl just in case.
See, we gotta know. Just stop talking your earring. Like if you get up there and say, "Go time,"
So, do you guys want me to try to get us to get all the way to the top? Like right
I would
next to
say
it?
so.
I mean, we're gonna try. If we can't, I probably won't. We'll just try to fuck them up. Or
Just if that's the case, just go time, and then it just starts.
I will be
I'll watch the arrow the second you say go time.
Yeah.
I think we're on your cue, guards.
Cause you just talk to us. Once he knows it's go time, he'll fly up with me.
I'll
and
try.
there we go.
I'll try to get up, and if I can't, I'm just gonna wait there and be ready to attack. Otherwise, well, the only other thing is if he took off, the dragon took off, and I was gonna say maybe the guys. If I told him like we need to get up there and protect them now, you guys are the one, but then we'd be a half step behind. If we can't get up there tomorrow,
Tell him you had orders from the higher ranking officer to be over there.
That's what I thought. I thought we could maybe forge something.
I mean, we're gonna try.
I don't know
We're
who
gonna
we
try.
could forge.
If only we had a rogue.
Yeah, right? Something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Modified
We'll
illusions.
figure it out. I say we fucking just wing it.
Bluff it.
Yeah.
If they don't
That's
listen,
it.
throw them overboard.
Luckily, I should have some of the time with us, so worst case scenario, if I think we can't get up there, we're gonna go to war, in a mini war, and I'll let you guys know.
I could just kind of get you guys invisible too.
I should be able to see you from where I'm at. I
I don't know if that'd be easy.
try to be able to hit or help you out.
It can be tough to get up there.
Sylvan, make
I
sure
think
you
just go.
Oh,
you
Yeah, well,
Owen, I'll be able to see
Look
you
for
from
the
where you're
Bruce
at
Lee
if you
if
guys are
you're
struggling.
Yeah, I'll
I can
I'll talk to
shoot,
him
I take
tomorrow
shots.
morning.
yeah, and then I'll just.
I'll let him know that just to.
we should be able to find them preparing before they go into the pits.
I'll stop by there tomorrow morning.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Wait, last thing. I was telling Sullivan this. It might be useful if we wait for the first fight to get going a little bit. So that way, if it does break out and the Silver Swans are against us, it might help us if they get beat up a little bit in the pits.
You're saying wait for their fight.
Like wait for that fight to get going and then jump in mid-fight.
It's not a terrible idea.
I like that.
'Cause I don't
idea.
want them at full strength.
Then we have
Then you're
Boris.
going to
Then we
be-
have the
You're going to
Boris
need to
out
let
too.
me know, and then I'm gonna wait on your assault.
Yep.
Your
Well, I
call.
believe the B team is fighting the Bruce Seekers, so.
The Bruce should win. They
So the
just
Bruce
okay.
Seekers would be hurt more, a little more too, so.
That's
the
fair, but
issue.
the other thing is that if they have two teams, at least half of the Silver Swans are they're not at full strength.
Correct. Yeah, I agree.
I got a feeling the Bruce Seekers. As
Because
long,
the other Silver Swans won't be
Bruce
fighting, they won't fight
as, long
the
as
other
DM
team.
Mitch is rolling for the Bruce Seekers, I'm very confident in him.
Yeah, true. Especially when DM is rolling the fucking dice.
That's 20, that's 20, that's 20, that's 20, that's 20, that's 20.
I'll send.
What time is it right now? Right now it's like probably 5.
I'll send a couple messages to Nadia throughout like the night. You know, 7 o'clock, maybe 8, 9 o'clock. Get an update and then tell her like start rounding people up around 9.
Oh, she's already rounding people up.
I
She's
don't-
gonna
or,
need her time
I mean,
to do
like
that.
making the move, but
Sounds good.
she'll start doing it. I'll just get updates. 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
So, Bradley, we're gonna have to go over there. I'm going by the name of Laura right now. I don't know if Loris. That's what I am with the guard.
I'll go by Rob. It sounded nice.
We're saying we got sent from Kingsmane. The only issue is, if I go back there with the hopes of acting like I'm in the same group as I was last time, with the same person, my spell only lasts an hour. So I almost feel like I just show up late and say like, oh, I forgot this is the timing. Or maybe I'll
blame
say,
it on me. Say that I'm new as well, and I got lost in the city and defied me.
You're square. Yeah, that works for me. I'll do that.
I think it's a good idea.
And then
I agree.
just get ready to fuck those guys up.
Good.
Well, I have to head off somewhere. I'll be back later.
Nothing like getting fucking in before a battle.
Oh, you know where I'm heading.
Wait, should we go get what's his name?
Zodia?
Zodia, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, anybody want to go with me to go get Zodia?
sure.
Yeah, me and Bracken will.
I'm just heading to the blacksmith and working on measurements for big nuts and stuff again, but nothing extraordinary.
I will head to the library.
The library. We got to move on to Zodia. Okay, let's get the library out of the damn way.
Performance check.
We'll get it out of the damn way.
I'm gonna I just
Just skip the
let her
cutscene.
know. Like,
He's a little burnt
might
up.
not see me ever again.
He
right?
might have to lie with her one more night.
Two best fuckings, fucking before battle and fucking after battle.
I think he's dead.
Okay, yeah, you go to the library.
Yeah.
It's pretty
No
quiet.
terms, man. But
My love story.
Not very much
Working out is good.
traffic in the library. You actually don't even see Ark in there,
fucking is best.
but you do see Luna helping out a few people. And she just kind of seems to be at her own business, sorting through things, putting books back, doing her due diligence.
I should know because it was really fucking stupid. Hello there, Luna.
And she looks at you. Oh, Sigmund, you've made it back.
Yes.
Does she look pregnant?
She looks pregnant.
Make it
Only been a couple nights.
I'm not there. I woke up.
Does she look?
How is everything going?
Everything has been well. We've had good business in the last week or so, and I've been busy.
Well, it's good. Mind having a private conversation with me?
Yes, anywhere's private.
Let's go to one of the rooms.
And yeah, so she takes you to one of the private sections of the library that seems to be nobody around.
I don't know how to put this. It's hard to explain. Don't want to give a lot of detail, but
It's okay.
shit's going to be going down tomorrow. And
Figured.
I don't know how it's going to go, but I do care for you, and I'm nervous about your well-being if things do not go as planned. I would recommend if things do not go as planned, you may have to get the hell out of here, because you are associated with me. I did bring you to the royal ball, and now thinking back on it, it probably was not the best idea, as half the people in the city saw that you were with me.
Well, whatever you're alluding to, experience and the time you gave me was something I treasure. I mean, not many times the library gets to see the High Castle and experience such a great time as the party that was there.
If all goes well, let's just say you may have a better opportunity, and this library may be more well kept. Maybe one day you will be working in the castle. That's something that you would enjoy.
Oh, well, I mean, we do have the largest collection on the island, and I guess, what information and books that they could offer would definitely make my home here more prestigious, but yes, under different circumstances, I would like to maybe work for the castle, but
There is a chance I could die tomorrow as well.
and she kind of her face goes shocked, I guess it makes sense. I hope you won't put yourself at too much of a risk, Sigmund.
Well, fortunately, duty calls, and with that,
It's called duty.
the weight of the realm is in the hands of Soti Maulkeye tomorrow, especially here in Skulligar.
As it once has been before.
I just ask you, remember our name in good faith and share the great stories you've heard about us if we do not prevail.
And she draws closer and kind of gives you an embrace. She goes, "I will never forget you, Sigmund."
Thank you, Edwin. Hopefully, I'll be back tomorrow and we can have a victory fuck.
And she's just speechless. She's and she just hugs you even more. She's like, "Yep."
The whole Soti Maulkeye will fuck her.
I've already
It's like the 5 black dudes with all
There's like a meme. So then,
But it's actually the dragon.
It's like
yeah.
little character heads. That's hilarious.
Oh god.
Alright, then we move on to those going to Zodia, Draken and Rowan.
Derby ass dragon.
So
Victory fun.
Yeah, and so
Oh,
he's at the ship, you would understand.
So let's just say, oh, we got on the ship then.
This is the
Yeah,
goodbye.
we'll just-
See
we'll
you
all
later.
Actually, while I come up, I just want to look at what's all on the dock right now. Anything out of the ordinary?
Make a perception check.
I'm also good at making perception check.
You
Crit fail.
You got me fucking
I
kidding.
got
2 1s?
Yeah.
2 1s.
wow.
We're the best rangers in the land.
We don't see
You guys-
shit. We got fucked up on the
you
way.
guys are so stammered with each other, joking about, oh my god, Sigmund's getting some right now.
Yeah.
You guys are
Do
not
you
paying
think
attention.
she's bled still? I bet she's all knocked up.
We're just kind of joking around.
And yeah, you guys are walking through the docks and you're not paying attention whatsoever. And you all of a sudden get to the end of the docks and you realize you haven't even been paying attention to any ships that went by, and you definitely passed where yours normally stopped. So you guys gotta like backtrack, and you get there. You don't really notice anything out of the ordinary, other than like you notice that as you approach, you guys are kind of still conversing, and Dominic kind of goes, "Hey, the hell you guys walking around here for?"
Well,
We're looking for Zodia. Is he up there?
He is.
Send him down.
All right. And at this point, there's a little bit of lantern light throughout the ship. You both notice this big wyvern head that has been defleshed, de-everything, cleaned out, attached to the front of your ship.
That's fucking sweet.
Let's go.
who did this?
And then you see as you requested Zodia, he goes, "I fucking did."
That's
Looks great, Zodia.
that's so badass.
Good work.
Nice. Well, you guys allowed me to do something for you, and that's what I did. This is my present.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for allowing me on your ship.
Of course. We've got one more favor to ask of you. We may need your assistance tomorrow.
Is my time as part of this crew finally come?
It's time for you to make your position known with our crew.
Yes. It's time for you to step up to the plate and
We need you to play a crucial role.
Righty. What'd it be?
We can explain more back at the guild.
Yeah, come back to the guild hall.
Stay with
No
us.
more privacy. You can have the master and I'll sleep on the couch.
That is a fucking deal.
So
Seems
Yeah,
like
we'll wait to film it until I get back, just so there's no prying ears or anything. Can we
and he
try
sort
to
of-
make another perception check as we're walking off the
Yeah,
docks?
he sort of like kind of limbers up a little bit. He goes, "Be right for a 600-year-old dragonborn to finally have rest again."
Yeah,
Perfect.
rest good.
And yeah, so he follows you back.
Can we do another perception check as we're leaving?
Yep, make another perception check.
okay. Come on, baby. There we go. Yeah, me too. 26.
23.
Okay, and you're just looking for anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah. Maybe if we see any big ships that we didn't see before.
Yeah, at the moment, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary of the sense of like any shiftiness of people at other ships. It actually seems like there's only 2 ships in port right now that have people on it or near it. And you notice that your ship, obviously, because you're here, and there's one smaller sloop of sorts, a smaller, somewhat battleship, but not too big, that has people on it, but it doesn't seem like to have any banner of any other sorts. Like it doesn't seem to have like it's independent, is what it seems. And but there's one person there, and he just looks like he's just like one of the crewmates, just kind of like scrubbing and just cleaning up throughout the night. Seems like he's the night shift person. So
Okay.
other than that, you don't see any other ordinary ships other than like Nadia's is in port. You see other Kingsmane ships that are in port, but it's dark.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll just go back to the guild hall then.
Okay. Yeah, you make it back, and Zodia follows,
So,
caped up.
so now that we're there, so Zodia, tomorrow, we're gonna look at take down the king and his guards of this town, of this isle. They've done a lot of bad things, I mean slavery, they've divided our pirates, and we really just we've decided it's time. We have plans hatched, and you're rolling it. You're gonna be here with Brecken. You're gonna go into the arena, where they have the pulpit fights, and you'll observe, and then once the signal goes, just be ready to fight and show us what you got.
I might have to keep people off me if I need to take some crucial shots at the wizards that are controlling Dracus.
So I'm a bit of a bodyguard, as it is.
Well, you're just gonna be with me for extra support, more or less.
Yes.
We're trying to go in teams of 2, not leave anybody exposed.
I can do so.
I've never seen a man as old as you fight, so I'll have my own duties. I'm interested. Other than when I kick,
I have
my
faith
ass.
in
I
you.
was gonna say, are you mistaken for the time that I dropped you, son?
Well, I just was worried about my buddy Brecken over here so hammered shooting at you that something that
As
held
I'm
you up.
like, well, may it be known that there is a lot of life left in my body, even though I am older than I think all of you almost combined.
That's probably right. Well, I'm excited to see it in action.
We'll meet it tomorrow.
And are you all gathered at the guild house, kind of like?
I was just gonna, hang out in my room. I thought I was just chilling.
As-
Like, I mean, I can be out. And,
Is anybody like? Are we kind of like gathered around?
I guess
at
we'd
all?
be probably.
I would say we're trying
Once we
to
all get back, we can do that.
by some people, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and as you all are conversing at this point, and you kind of bring him in, you guys overhear part of this conversation happening as he kind of settles in, kind of takes a peek at some of the rooms that he was offered, and he kind of seems a little spry, he seems a little happy at the moment, and does anybody have the necklace on? That was recently found on a ship. I think you had it last.
Yeah, I have it.
Do you have it on?
Yes.
Like showing?
No.
Okay.
This is the one that we don't know what he does. Yes, I have it.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, Bradley has it because he was gonna try to attune to it tonight.
Okay. Do you think you have it on you present?
It would probably be like under my robes.
Okay. And
But you can see like the chain.
Yeah, because I remember I tried tuning it and I
Yeah.
gave it to him.
yeah. And he sort of like sits down in a chair and he kind of gets comfortable. And he's kind of like eyeing you all down and sort of like waiting for maybe other orders or what he might need to do. And as he's kind of scanning throughout the room, he like looks at you. You see him looking at your chest. And he goes, pardon me, Bradley.
Yes.
I feel a presence within you, on you, that I haven't felt before.
What do you think that could be?
And he kind of looks at you,
Like I kind of noticed looking up and like pull the necklace out.
and yeah, and he kind of looks to your chest, and then you bring out the necklace, and he goes, you have two presences then. You look a bit afflicted in your heart.
And I'll kind of like show the black mark as well. Could this be it?
Well, the chest, that is something else entirely, but that necklace, I'm intrigued.
Do you know anything about it? I mean, I'm only wearing it to hopefully potentially attune to it. We're not sure what it does.
May I take a look, please?
Yes.
And so he takes it, and yeah. With that, he looks at it and he goes, "This is a long forgotten relic, my friend. How did you come about this?"
I found it on the ship. When we ran into you.
With the medallion.
Yes.
Wow. Well, that you've come into good fortune.
And why is that?
It seems not only cursed items have they found themselves privy to? That is a very, very long forgotten relic. This is the key of Khazad-dûm.
Everybody goes to the notebooks.
Do you know how to spell that?
Yeah, key of, and C-A-Z-A-D-O-L-L.
Yes, I tried to tune to it, but I could not grasp the magical presence of it.
Yes, my friend. No paladins or clerics can attune
Damn it.
to such a being.
What about a sorcerer?
I'm afraid you are close, but not quite. In fact, I don't believe any of you can.
I think bards can.
Let me guess, it's a wizard.
It is not.
Oh, it's a warlock.
It is. And he has it. He goes, something I haven't been telling you. My form before a change was of a warlock. I am a warlock of Poseidon. I am not from this realm as you. That is the other presence I feel on you. You are not from here, are you?
I'm not.
You are unlucky, my friend. I can unlock the powers of this.
Ooh. And what does it do? Just out of curiosity.
I have not myself been able to grasp this rare item, but I've seen it long before. It's when the Titans roamed the worlds too. If you may, I could attune or attempt. We could see.
I don't see why not. If you could
So,
Right?
provide aid for tomorrow.
Could be the edge we need for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Be very careful with it. The shop person was offering quite the price for it.
As it should be.
And I wouldn't be opposed giving it to you, but if there's something in return you could provide us, that'd be awesome.
The power of this thing would be a good return.
Well,
But yes.
unfortunately, I find myself at even more of a debt to you all. First, you break the boundaries of me and that beach. You allow me to be part of your crew. And you have granted me this. Forever. Forever, I am in debt. Anything you need, anything I come by, is yours.
I think that's a fair trade.
Absolutely.
Do you,
We
you don't mind me asking? Yes, we accept.
Wait,
Do you know?
as leader, yes, we accept.
Do you know where Khazad-dûm is?
Khazad-dûm?
Khazad-dûm, yeah. Is that lost temple you were looking for?
No. Khazad-dûm is not a place, but a being.
Oh,
So, do you think that will let you to shapeshift into something?
I haven't. Maybe in time I could figure out what the abilities of it is, what I, or a warlock in general, could maybe do with this amulet, with this, and he goes, with this trident. I believe that it can call upon things. The one time I've seen it. But I don't know if I could shapeshift, and being trapped inside of a colossal scorpion's body for 6 centuries. Sorry. Yeah, centuries? Yeah, 6 centuries. I don't know if I want to shapeshift into anything anytime soon.
That's fair.
But
We respect that.
it's kind of poetry. Khazad-dûm was an ancient dragon turtle. He was a wizard who also worshipped Poseidon. was sent here. For God knows how long, since I've known. Khazadal is no longer. But he was mighty ancient as well. That's all I know.
Well,
You attune to that tonight.
I do not believe in your religion, but I do respect it, and it sounds like that is an important piece of history and representation of your gods.
Well, I was bestowed gifts that I had unknown until my demise and my stupid allegiance with another is when I lost all abilities and was cursed. I don't believe I have any ties to religion anymore, but this could be something we could use. Especially in duties of the coming days.
Perfect.
Especially if we see a giant warship out to sea.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Might have to call on Poseidon to send a big tidal wave or something.
I think I'm gonna start prepping to go to bed. I'm gonna practice my spell on myself, disguise myself, keep fine-tuning that craft right before bed, and then I'm gonna start resting and preparing.
Yes, I'm going to perform a ritual to one of my gods and see the types of dangers ahead and see if I can get a read.
I also will perform the ritual of my gods as I pop a cork.
Also, I appreciate all the information, but I believe it's time to go to bed.
Yes.
As you guys are kind of conversing and listening to stories of Zodia, you hear
Oh, it's probably for Darius.
Don't answer.
Or it's...
Who is it?
I'll go answer it.
Oh, and you see Thorin standing.
Ah, Thorin. How's it going?
He pops up.
Captain Sylvan,
Yeah.
there's been a battleship spotted in the port of Skulligar. It's the biggest one in the port, by far.
How many cannons at its side?
I couldn't count. It's a little dark. I didn't want to get too close. I know this was urgent for you, and I wanted to get here as soon as possible.
Do the best, Storm.
Yes, thank
You
you.
go back and we'll communicate any other things going on.
Well, hopefully the
keep an eye
same
on
is
it.
our edge we need, otherwise we might be canceling flights.
I'm actually thinking the battleship comes and goes.
And you see he brought from behind him his battle axe.
I think you could take that thing on yourself if you're a Thunder Shield.
He goes, you have faith in thunder shields.
Yes, I do.
We have rich lineage in battle.
If you can live up to the name of a man named Thorin, you're quite the soldier.
Give me the word, Captain,
No.
and I will take that ship myself.
Lord, I love your dedication, but we need you alive. Go man the ship. Make sure nobody takes it. Be ready to leave. Keep an eye on that battleship, alright?
Aye, aye. Puts it back.
I'll let you know. If I need your backup, I'm calling your name.
Aye, Captain. And you see a stubby little dwarf.
I see like World of Warcraft running. And then like
It's the 90-degree turn.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Should we speak to Nadia quick?
I mean,
Yeah, probably.
I think we need to address this warship before.
can you cast message to her?
No, we should just go see her.
Should I just have her come here?
I'll just have her come here. She can stay in my room.
Well,
Sorry, Zodia.
Well, you
Nadia.
message. Well,
Hey, Nadia, come to...
sorry, sending.
Nadia, come to our guild house immediately. Urgent matters. Warship inbound.
And a little bit of a delay. I'll be there as soon as I can. So, boys, how do we feel about an audible?
What do you think?
Hits aren't going on. The wizards might not be in the towers right now. If I go out right now and give out a dragon roar, pull Zodia into the port, so we have the sword, we could maybe get rid of the ship now.
I do know that they do.
I'm down.
But they do watch at this time though. I remember going at night one time
Yeah.
and we
did
scout
scope
around.
this out.
They're wandering up there. They're up there.
Yeah, do a history check, right?
We'll say it's a bold move. And if there's
You
less
know-
people, we won't
you
have to
know-
worry about.
Every time you've checked, there's been people up in the towers.
We don't have to worry about so many guards or anything like that.
And the king himself will be in his own chambers with max security.
I think the bigger question is, I like the idea, but I think to take out the king and do what we're planning, I think it has to be at the pummel pits wherever he is, and I also think the question is now, she said the ship will leave and come and go. If we wait it out,
If I might, somebody with experience in changing plans last minute doesn't always go well. From what I've heard so far, I think you stick with what you got.
I guess
Adjust as it goes.
that's what Nadia says. And
What if we have Bradley try to set the ship on fire?
maybe that's. If me and Bradley can get up top, that could be the first move.
I don't think Bradley will be able to shoot that far. He'd have to be here at the docks. But if it's still docked tomorrow, Bradley's focus is to burning it to smithereens. He wouldn't be with you, but
That's fine.
I mean,
I don't.
I think it's out sailing
Or-
right now.
I don't know how adept you are with your
Is it out
abilities,
sailing
but
right
no, I think you said it was in the docks.
The
Did he
chain
say-
the
did he say
anchor
it
is
was in the
bound
docks?
to. That all of a sudden it
He said it was
drifts.
Depending how
Can we just go burn it right now?
Again, but
we draw
even if we
attention
do
to
that,
ourselves.
then we started a war and we're out of
Yeah,
position.
we do
Security
show our
would
hands
bump up.
is the issue.
Yeah, I think it has to
There's
be
no
at the
way
same time as the plan.
If it ported tonight, I don't believe it'll. There's no way it's leaving
Tomorrow.
that quick, right?
3 to 4
It'll probably be
tomorrow.
there tomorrow, right?
The other thing is too with this is that a ship that large has a lot of people on it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's as big as they say, you need at least 2 people per cannon. Even if there's only 20 cannons on board, that's still at least 40 people on just cannons.
Maybe we'll see what Nadia says when she gets here. She knows more about this ship than we do.
sweet.
But
I just feel like if we can, our goal, if we don't have to destroy it, just need it out of commission while Dracus is out and about, right?
is which one of the towers is going to be closest to
What if you fly above
the
it?
bays?
If you call an audible, I say our
What if you
audible is
go way
calling
up
it
and
off
it
the
senses
day
it?
of.
Comes up.
And I don't think attacking now is the right move.
The only issue would be is if I do burn it tomorrow, the Dracus does come, the cannons could still work. They could still get some shots off.
What if you burn it tonight and try to do it in secret?
I think that would be a disaster.
See,
We don't know what
what
kind of
if,
effects
what
that
if
would have.
Dorias flies up? Dracus senses him and it goes over top the ship. Dracus would come up. The battle starts. If Dracus loses, we're
Well, we still need to get the wands is the
The
issue.
problem is that I'm also a key part in getting
unless
the
if it's
wands.
out in the sea. I don't know. We've only seen it happen close.
Yeah, they would. I don't think they could use the wands in the sea, but I don't think the ship's leaving.
They could use it close enough to the dock. I bet.
I'm gonna say the ship. If the ship's gonna move, it would move once they get communication. I don't believe it's gonna be going back out. But I don't know. Maybe tomorrow it'll be out fucking in the water because they know it's the fucking Drax. I don't know.
Let's just.
Should we just do our plan?
I'd say let's
do our plan.
Let's
stick with our
Let's wait
plan.
for
I say,
Nadia.
who cares about the?
Let's stick with our plan
Just
unless
do it.
Nadia
Just do it.
goes against it. So let's all sit here and.
I mean, we could release Ancient Scorpion on it.
Nadia, is that you?
Yes.
Come in. Wear your best outfit.
Weren't you, Nate?
She just takes her shirt off.
You see Nadia kind of storm in and say, what's the matter for this?
The Dawnbreaker is in the port.
Yes.
Dawnbreaker's in the port.
It's in port right now.
How do you know?
A man, Thorin from our ship,
One of
told
my
us
most trusted allies. Thorin,
he's on our ship, and he told us he ran to our guild house and told us that it's in port right now.
my crewmates.
What do you think? We've tried discussing pushing it back. We've tried thinking of attacking it now, and nothing really sounds great. Except,
Dawnbreaker is in the port.
yes.
I mean, I feel like you've rallied your troops already. We can't go back on what we already started.
Yes. I believe we can. Is this confirmed? Does the friend you speak of know what the Dawnbreaker looks like?
He said there was too many cannons to count. It was the biggest warship he's seen.
Well, I guess we can go walk down our fucking selves. He hasn't, to be fair, he hasn't seen many warships.
Yeah, but he's a good man.
We can walk down there and check
Not the
the
brightest.
brightest, and then you can confirm.
It's
If it is, then we are indeed doomed. But it doesn't hurt to look. I
How
mean,
long
Let's
does
go walk
how long-
ourselves then.
How long does the ship stay with us? We'll start walking, but how long does the ship
I hope to God it works.
generally stay?
What'd you say?
How long does the ship generally stay?
If it's that ship, it's here for a reason. I'm not sure how long it will be.
Yeah, let's go check it out. Let's haul
let's
ass.
go down there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll walk down there.
Yeah, and so you guys,
It's gonna be a spa.
we'll kind of cut to the chase. You guys are sprinting down here, eagerly
Yeah,
looking out
like,
for this
what?
massive
Yeah.
ship. And you do see, everyone roll perception
Okay.
because it is getting close to night. It's dark out.
4. Dirty.
Nice. 13.
19.
Dirty 20.
Anyone above a 13 sees a ship, and it's decent sized. It's pretty big, bigger than the Harkonnen, biggest one in port by far. But anyone above 13 also recognizes the ship
Oh,
as the first ship you guys have ever been on that has sailed here.
And you see pretty big battleship with the most glorious name on it. You see the Hangman's
The
flag.
Hangman.
Yeah! Let's go!
And you see,
God damn it, Thor.
and you see, and
Well,
you
he did see
see,
the battle.
He did.
you see this big staff with a bowl shaped out of twigs and branches that has a bit of incense pouring out of it. And you see this large druid firbolg sitting at the front. And he's sort of looking out and he's, all right, yeah, we're in port, fellas, yeah. All right, let's make some time in Skulligar.
And then you see Nadia. Is this the ship he was talking about? This is the Hangman's plague!
yeah, we know. He's
This is great news! This is great!
We about had a heart attack.
We
I never said
converse
I
with the captain of the Hangman's Plague. Get him onto our
I
side.
think Nani, do you know him?
Is it
Captain?
I think it's
Yeah.
Earder. That's
You're
his name.
Isla, and Judas.
Nightjaw, yes.
Do you think we just have
And Mark.
Nadia talk to them, or do you think we should be there?
I think we can be there.
Okay, let's head over then.
And yeah, you guys are already kind of walking in that direction hastily, with Nadia behind you, and you see Lark, the druid, the firbolg, kind of look out. My God, oh my Lord, my friends are in town, hey! And he sort of walks out and he goes,
Heyo.
some new faces, but I think we can do that. You already have some fun. The Hangman's Plague is calling us to have a good time tonight.
We have some fun that we are planning to have as well.
Welcome to the humble abode.
Well, I mean, we haven't stepped off ship yet, but this has been our humble abode for many, many years, yeah. We'll take it, though. What is this party we're finding ourselves into tonight? Hey, Judas, you might as well walk on over. You got some of your best friend here. That damn little green dragonborn over here. He's hipper than a squeak right on over here now.
Yeah, it is good to see you guys. We were a little scared. Scared of somebody else.
Scared of somebody else, man. We are the best ship in port. You can't be scared of nothing but us.
We heard there's a bigger one out there.
Oh, Jesus. There ain't nothing bigger than us.
I hope you're. I hope you're.
Well, I mean, I guess there's man of wars too, but that's not us.
And then
No,
you see,
we're very happy to see you guys.
you see a female Asimar come to the ship railing. Well, if it isn't my little friend Sylvan.
Is that Ayla?
It is.
How's the ship been doing since the captain's been gone?
Well,
Just kidding, Earder.
let me tell you, as the first mate, things have been running smoothly ever since your departure of the Hangman's Plague.
Where'd you guys go after? Where'd you guys go after you dropped us off at Tiger Cove?
We shuttled down to Far Island, picked up some shipping. There was a creature roaming the coast there. We eliminated it. Took it sent to a trophy. Got some pay. And actually, we made our way back to Oldstead, in which Here we are.
Yeah, and a reminder, I'll kind of give you guys a bit more of a rundown of these people again. This is Isla, so you see her, that's who's talking now. For those of you that might not have seen
The
her before.
SMR.
So you see that she does have a darker blue tinted halo behind her head too, but you see that this spiked pauldron's a lot of wraps around her body and some feathers and other things hanging off her cape. You see Lark, the furbolg that's been talking to you, with his big old meaty staff.
He looks like Igor.
Eagle.
Then you haven't seen who they mentioned of Judas yet, and you haven't seen the captain.
Hangman.
Say, the crew's in, I believe, the tavern, having themselves a celebratory drink of a safe travel back home.
Why don't you come over to our guild house and we'll sit down and have an ale and talk.
Is there something to chat about?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We could use your help.
A little something.
And then you see
I will not make a decision until my captain speaks.
and you hear walk over and you see a warforged in gray tones, pretty sleek build, got a frowning face, a white light sockets in the eyes, and sort of like whispery strands of hair, with a cowl and a wide brimmed like booty hat of sorts, and a like sort of kimono top, and wielding a large dual-handed war pike, just stomping it through the ground. And you see Judas walk over. Small friend,
Yes.
god friend, magic friend, dragon man. Good to see you again.
It's good to see
It's
you.
good to see you as well, Judas.
RoboCop. Good to see you.
I don't know what robo or comic is, but I hear fun is to be had. I am in.
The fun will happen in our guild house.
Oh,
Join us there.
you must be victorious in pummel pits, as we once were.
Indeed.
You used to fight here.
I and you hear her, and part of her form shifts and enlarges as you feel like she's about to go into a rage.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
She stomps her war pick into the ground as you know that it has this big meaty pike at the very end that she has once put into the deck to be unmoved. And she goes, yes, once victorious, before new rule.
Do you guys, how do you know Nadia?
She is Order of Tyde.
You guys aren't Order of Tyde though, correct?
And then Lark speaks up. As it might not seem, we are.
Oh,
Yes.
not realize that.
Sure. This is good to hear.
What was the new rule that they put in that you said about the pummel pits?
Oh, I think you might be misinterpreting Judas's demeanor before the new king.
Ah, okay.
So what do you think about the king? Now that you mentioned that.
It's Order of Tyde. I think that answers everything we need to know.
No, from what we've heard, it's a little fatter. We haven't frequented here much unless we've been brought here as to bring you to Tyver Cove, but I mean, we only call ourselves upon here when the plague calls us.
Perfect.
Yeah, do you guys remember when I scared away the big monster with my intimidating presence?
I mean, it was our first encounter with you.
Maybe we should not go to Guild Hall, instead go to the Sleeping Serpent. Is that what it's spelled?
Yeah.
We can do some talking there.
No matter to
More
me.
time members. Is the captain of the ship here?
And Judas sort of puts her pike in, and she kind of turns around, and you see her look. Captain is here. I tired of crew.
Well, maybe we should just,
Just go to talk to the captain real quick.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
And yeah, so they welcome you aboard, no problem. As members at one point of this ship, kind of earned your rights of what jobs you have been given or taken up in your own ship now. And you all see that within, if you remember, the large ship, the captain's quarters underneath the wheel. Big heavy doors closed, and there is smoke just billowing out from the bottom of the door. And you hear a bit of a deep organ playing.
Are we okay to go in, or are we gonna disturb him?
I think he understands, and when any other presence other than the normal crews here, I think he can sense us. Sometimes it's kind of fucking freaky, but I think he'll be out in a minute here. And then you hear the organ play a little bit more, and then as you see and hear a heavy, stout and the door swing open, and all you see is a backlight through the smoke, this short, stocky, dwarven form of Eridir Nightjaw. And this is, again, sort of the visage that you see of Eridir. You see go back, describe him again for those that haven't met him before. You see this short dwarf. He's got a shaved side of his head with brown souped hair over the other side. He's got this big, long, thick, bushy black beard with bushy eyebrows. And he's got a pipe in his mouth, and he's got this like bull ring attachment at the bottom of his beard. He's got this long, flat nose with a scar over the front. He's got one dark brown eye and one cloudy, opaque eye. And he's got large wrinkles on his forehead. And yeah, that's pretty much what you see. He's got a furred overcoat, big golden medallion clasp on his right shoulder that kind of swoops down to his left. And yeah, he's got this big bladed cutlass at his side as the smoke kind of dissipates. And he looks at you all.
How's it going, Eridir?
It's been good. Time has come for us to return. Glad the presence is here.
We're glad you're here.
Did Nadia talk to you?
There had been word sent. We were luckily in the area.
So do you know the situation that's going down?
No. Urgent.
Well, looks like as a group and with the help of the Tyde, we're looking to take down the king tomorrow. It's gonna be a tough task. We have a plan devised, and I guess at this point, any support you guys can give us, if possible, much appreciated.
There's rumors of a big ship with 20 cannons.
Dawnbreaker.
Dawnbreaker, it's called.
But we have our own trick burst sleeve.
We've had our run-ins.
We survived it. Still here.
We're here.
Have you seen it lately?
No. But we know the waters. We understand what they can bring. We know their routes. We're smart. I am fierce. We do not cross paths if we don't need to. But some of their members have met the Hangman.
So tomorrow we're planning to take over while the tumult pits are going on. We're gonna have people attack the towers. We're gonna try to rear in the dragon turtle. And
You want to fight Dracus?
no,
Fight
Man,
with
ourselves.
Dracus.
with Dracus.
Fight with Dracus.
Yes.
Yes.
Show him.
And he goes, as he does this, as you pull it out, he's about to be like, we're gonna do this here. And then he goes,
Oh.
And then you pull it out, you go, I've seen that before.
Yes.
At least pictures of it.
It is a legend. Now it's our reality. Is there one hope for taking back the city for the Tyde?
Well, and he sort of shifts of sits back a little bit. If this is the deed, if this is what we must do, the plague will be at your side.
What do you?
And
For the Tide.
For the Tide.
The plague never loses.
Yes.
For the
I feel a
Tide.
little better
I
about you
feel a
guys.
little bit.
It's a good morale boost.
Guys, so do we think have these guys the plague stay in the boats and wait to see if the ship comes?
Do you want to provide water support or land support?
If you say Dawnbreaker may show sight, the best option that you have is we fight.
Yes.
We fight them with all of our might on the seas, where we tame. We have no quarrels on land.
Perfect.
I mean, I go.
Hoorah, baby!
and he's got his like hands on his hips the entire time. You kind of like go to reach out, and he's just like.
I go.
How many cannons do you have?
We got 30.
Do you think it would help for them to shoot at the tower?
That could work.
I think
I'm just nervous it would break it and flood the arena, but
that'd be fine.
I think we should be good. Pretty cool.
I think that'd be a good idea.
I will say, we've got 30 cannons. We've got a ballista. We've got a catapult. Small, but we usually don't bring that out unless we need to.
Yeah, this might be a time we need to.
Can you take one of those towers down?
And he sort of like looks in the direction. Yeah.
We'll take care of one.
Maybe
You guys take care of the other one?
maybe Dars, you can fly your dragon out right before as a sign to tell them it's time to attack.
Have you launched humans from the catapult before?
No.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Unless they were already dead.
Do you think that
Is Nadia up here?
Yeah, she's here.
Nadia, I do think that it might be a good idea if I know the plague. I'm pretty confident in its abilities, but
Oh yeah.
do you think if the Sparrow was out there too, do you think if that ship came, that
I was
we had a
thinking
better
the same
shot?
thing.
That's what I was also about to say.
I don't know.
I could have the Sparrow be patrolling. With its speed, it could position itself with the Hangman in time to maybe make a counter offensive.
I think we can really use. I don't know. I mean, Nadia's knows best, but I think we can really use the troops on land.
I think
For
we
that
need the
battle.
land support for Nadia, especially if we have Dracus
Well,
and
she's gonna
Hangman. We should be able to at least
I
hold off.
assume
the
she's
Dawnbreaker.
going to be gathering more than just the crew of the Sparrow.
What do you?
I
what do you
kind of
think,
lean up,
Nadia?
or not. I kind of lean up on the railing.
I do know of one more ship that we could send out there. His name's the Hawken. You're looking at the captain. You see that big ship over there? It's got the wyvern there on the
And for
front.
the first time, you see Erider crack up at that. He's like he's usually just pretty like straightforward, and you say that he goes,
You don't believe me?
I mean,
You let me drive this ship, remember?
yeah, you got attacked.
Oh, well, you got an attack.
Hey,
Honestly, if it wasn't for me, your ship might be sank right now.
So,
We were having trouble with that big beast thing.
So why do you always provoke everyone we speak
They
to?
always provoke me every time.
we're sorry for our friend, but I think our
I
plan.
get
right
laughed
now-
at.
I think our plan, Nadia. Do you think you should take your ship out there as well, or would you rather stay on land?
How would it affect our troops? Is all I need. Is what I would need.
The only thing is, I think it would put her ship at risk when it might not be needed. With how good a
My
thing
thing is, I see both sides, but the other thing is that in theoretically taking down the tower, if he has the means that he claims he does, which we know he does,
Yep.
taking down a tower would just be a couple of probably a couple of super solid cannon shots, maybe a catapult. Then he turns around, and the Harkener plus the Hangman's Plague, I would imagine, would be able to, between the two of them, definitely take this ship on.
What do you think,
I
Nadia?
don't know if Clarkers.
And Dracus.
I think we have like
Plus,
what?
yes.
2 cannons?
One.
Yes,
I don't know if we're sending ours out.
One.
The Harkener's not going out there.
I was just joking. I just
We haven't even paid off yet.
thought I'd get some appreciation, captain to a captain, but nothing.
I do have appreciation for my captain. And that's that, Nadia.
Nadia, what do you think?
Well,
Always getting shit on.
the Sparrow stands 40 crew members strong. If you guys think that would be better served on land, helping possibly cut off routes between the barracks of the High Castle and their army, we will stand strong, try to prevent them from getting into the Colosseum.
I believe that they should be on ground. I mean,
How
Yes,
many?
What numbers are we sending
But
to
let's think about this though. The
the
other
warship
thing
coming
is
is a
that
possibility.
the warship coming is a possibility, but I'm not saying that that's the main thing we have to worry about. If we have 40 men that are on land and they're not very good fighters, and one soldier is able to cut down 5 of the 40, their lives and their skills would be much better used on the ship than they would be on land. Because if it only takes 5 to 10 soldiers to cut down 40 of Tyde, then they're way better used on the ship.
Nadia, how many people do you think we have on the ground?
Yeah.
Let's say without your 40.
Oh, well, I rounded up a decent amount. Again, the Tyde has a strong hold in the slums here. I rounded up just about, I'm not going to say they're quality men, but right around 2,000 men who would give their lives for our cause.
I'd rather have that than
Maybe
at
we-
least
maybe
40.
we do
40
send
extra
our-
isn't going to change the ton.
Or-
Yeah.
Sparrow.
I think we send the Sparrow
I think we
out.
send the
I think
Sparrow.
that'd be enough.
And I-
And to mention, if
we
we're
hold
blasting the
court.
towers, we know that's going to take out a number of guards right then and there too.
And I think
It'll drop their numbers immediately.
I think Dorius needs to be the one to set the signal that the plan is in action. Once I let you know, are we trying to get the tower or whatnot, you can work with us now trying to get into that tower.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is making sure Dracus doesn't use his wrath on the ships.
I'd say you start.
I'm not saying he will, but
And we'll say this is at your guild hall.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
discussed, by the
Oh.
way. I know we were kind of at the ship, but we'll
Okay.
say part of this conversation led to the guild hall. You're at your place now.
I think that's the plan. I think the 2 ships are out there. Hopefully Dracus shouldn't be coming for them. And then we all, as a group, work on the one tower. Hopefully the other tower gets catapulted in.
How about a slight tweak in the plan then? If we have those 2 ships fighting, or if we have those 2 ships ready to go, when the pummel pits are going, and we're going to let it go for a little bit to weaken out the swans, then we have the 2 ships shoot at the towers first. Then I will get Dorias out and bring in everything.
I like
This gives
that.
them the
see that.
opportunity to leave after they've shot, and they get in position to be away from
Let
Dracus,
the
and then
shots
I can
get a
have them
signal.
come in after they've already gotten
How
out.
will they know when
They
to
might
shoot?
take them both out too.
They
I
could.
launch an arrow. That's smart because then we wouldn't be in fire either. We would be.
We could
Right.
position
Away.
ourselves to.
I can launch an arrow for them to shoot, and then the shoot can be the signal for our garrison to
good idea.
charge.
That sounds good to me.
Do you guys think we should be on the outside or inside?
I think
Inside.
I want to be where the tower is still. I want to try to work over by those guards in case we need to get
I'm
into
gonna
one.
say
We
if
could
it,
almost
if
stay
it
together at
collapses,
this
I'm
point.
sure they will be injured. I don't think they'll be dead.
Yes.
I mean, it's 50 feet, but I'm sure that if it does collapse or if they get hit, they would be able to at least take
I
cover.
think
I don't
Us
think
two
they would
stay on our same plan.
We'll
but
have
now
no
you will be
odds.
by us, and you can try to climb with
The other, well, if we're adding this variable into it, I think what we should do is that even when the towers go down, we still need to make sure that we send people in after those staffs and after those wizards.
Agreed.
Because if
That's
they do
what
that and they
I think.
survive, they
We
will
should
still
have
have
people
the
ready
staffs.
when the towers come down to swarm whatever's left.
Yes.
We could split up 1,000 of the men, 500 and 500 on the towers, and the other 1,000 in the back at the main entrance.
I think even less. We could. I think we
Yeah,
go.
I don't need
I think
that
we
many.
go like
30, and then
like
the
yeah,
rest
50.
come in the main
We have
line.
50 at one tower, 50 at another tower.
How many total men
Because
do we
there's that
have?
many guards,
2,000.
2,000, and then we have a wall of maybe about 1,000, or maybe like 700, 750,
For
or just
a
say
main
750 for the main initial charge,
And then the other rest to cut off
And then we have-
lines.
and then we have a second round to
reinforcements.
go.
This is a big fucking city. We have 2,000 men.
Well, let's say
Fucking
let's just go 1,000. Let's go like 900, 900. we'll send it. Or 950, 950.
I think yeah. So do 750 and keep
Okay.
1,250.
So then-
We're getting to whatever the Samuel does.
1,190. I think.
Could be a big assistance.
Could be really big
So how much
assistance.
more do we got?
Just do 1,200.
Okay.
And
So
then
now-
this would be 700.
Just keep in mind, last time Captain Sandor tried to revolt against the city, they did cut down a decent amount of the Royal Army. There was estimated right around 5,000 of the Royal Army. And their numbers were cut down a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if they replaced them, plus a little bit more.
If we take out the king, how do you think the rest of the royal army will react? Do they still follow through with his orders? Is there someone else second in command?
I think once they see the amount of dragons we have on our side, well, the big ass one anyway, they might reconsider.
Well, I'm not sure how the rest of the army will react,
I
but
can't think on that.
if the king gives the order to stand down or even surrender, the army will obey.
And what if we kill the king mid-attack and the queen orders them to stand down? Would they?
I'm sure they would. I don't know how the order or the chain of command works there. That's kind of a toss-up.
Does he have anyone else that would follow out his commands if he were to be deceased or?
I know he has a council. I do not know the order of.
Who would be second in charge?
Yes.
Alright. Well, I believe.
Perhaps. Do you guys plan on killing the king?
Kind of leaving it up
If
to
it comes down to it, it's definitely not out of the question.
We're hoping to get information out of him,
But if he must die, he
And
must
then
die.
publicly execute him. I don't see
and he
any
could be
other-
useful for us for a couple of things, but
If we kill him, please let me do the honors.
We need to pull his secrets out.
I think we'll
I believe that.
we'll try, but I think when the heat of the battle happens.
No, just if he's like,
Yeah,
if we have him
yes.
banging on his knee, I would love to laugh in his goddamn face and then cut his head right off.
Okay.
All yours.
Well, I think our plan is in action, or our plan is ready to go. Anybody else have any last thoughts? But otherwise, I say it's go time.
I think we're good. I'll just follow along with whoever.
so just make sure we're on the page here. He will shoot a lightning arrow. When the battle commences between the swans and the brew seekers, that's when it will initiate phase 1 of the cannon shooting at the towers. Myself, with Rowan and Bradley, will be positioned by the towers to hopefully at least try to see if we can stop those guys with staff if they survive the fall or the bombardment. Sylvan, you
I don't know
will.
what I'm doing.
You need to
I'll
figure
just
that out.
wing it.
So.
I'll just wing it.
Sullivan, do you want to stand by the other tower?
Well, me and you. Well, I mean, if those two are one tower, we could go to the other.
The only thing is, if you're planning to climb the tower. Or
I won't be
Oh, you
climbing.
won't?
No.
I think that'd be fine then.
Yeah.
You two can be at
Yeah, I
that
think
one.
we just stick together because the more we split up, the more.
Maybe you two together, us
And
two.
as soon as you see the
and those
lightning
two
arrow,
together.
Yep.
you will be.
I think just.
Well, I think he may be. He's with the Zodia.
Zodia will be together. Doris, where are you gonna
He
go?
would be with.
I'm
We'll
gonna
be
I'm
outside
gonna
of
be
it.
The bait and switch
When he
for
sees
the
that lightning
Dracus.
arrow, he will fly over, see if there's something to do, and that's what's going to provoke Dracus.
Okay. I like it.
And then you just come down by us or something.
Yeah, then
You
you
What I-
just
what
need
I
to
will
make
do-
sure to get Dorias
Away.
away from the fight or into your ring
I'll give him your ring.
What I-
as
what I
soon
will-
as you feel comfortable.
What I will do is I will fly. I'll make sure I will command him to roar, do as best a job as he can. If it seems like the tower needs help, or I could even take a shot at the wizard just because I have the shot to do it.
That's what I
I'll
was.
do that, and then as the tower's coming down, I will go land near the tower and begin trying to find one of the staves. At least getting it out of the way. If we get one of them out of the way, that's
I agree.
I believe if we can get the staves, we break the staves or try to
Absolutely.
do something,
Yes.
absolutely.
destroy it. Because I mean, if we can destroy it, then they don't have any chance of someone else doing the deed.
Absolutely. Yes. So I will fly. I will draw him in. I will land where one of the towers goes. Preferably, probably, if Sylvan is down there and waiting for the tower to come down, then I can go and land near that, and me and Sylvan can go looking for at least one of the stabs in the fallen tower.
Yeah, me and Sylvan will be at one, and these two will be at the other. So wherever you see best fit, of you can get access to someone, I say you take that chance.
I'll do that.
I do. Just hear me out. I do agree we should break the stabs. What if Dracus goes on a rampage?
Maybe can you
Should we
put
just
one in back
should
of
we just
holding?
try to keep him?
I mean, if we can get
If
a
we
hold of
can
them,
get
then yes. But I believe
If we
if it's
can't, then
like
we just destroy him.
them.
And we just have to trust him. But I think if we can, we keep him intact just in case if he just goes and starts
Plan-
littering stuff.
I don't believe
Plan
he would
A.
do
I don't
that.
think so either.
Plan A is the sword. If the sword doesn't work, stabs in Plan B.
Yes.
If we can keep the stabs intact, put them in a back holding.
Yeah.
We'll just-
And Plan C, we have to throw Darius into the ocean and let him and Dracus go at it.
Are you? Hey, are you going right after the arrow shot, or are you gonna wait for the cannons to hit and then you're gonna fly?
Arrow first, then the cannons, and then
It can all be
the
at
storm.
once.
Yes. It'll
And then
be quick.
Darius-
It'll
I'm gonna say by the time you get there, those cannons should be fired
by
and
the time he gets out of the ring, I
It'll
get
be
on him and fly.
Bang, and then it's
Yeah.
We might not want the Tyde to be waiting outside 750 of them.
well, that's why I told her to pack the streets and alleyways. So
Do you
it
think we
just
should
looks like it's a
disperse
crowd.
some of them into the crowd?
For sure.
Maybe like
I think maybe a couple.
maybe
Maybe
just
this 100.
Because if there's guards
I think
inside,
so.
we'll need the
I
aids.
think these 100, these 50 should be in. Those, I don't know.
let's go here. Let's go like this. We're gonna go
I think we need some people in
25
there
to the tower, 25 to the tower.
because we need to stop the king from leaving. If everyone's on the
Oh,
outside,
I think we have like 900 men, or 800
Take a
men.
shot at his
Charging
stubby
in.
legs.
They're gonna be charging in.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's what I got number wise. We have 25 at one tower, just in that area.
Yep.
25 at the other tower.
Yep.
200. If you think this is too much, let me know. 200 spread out throughout the
No, I think
Within
that's
the-
good.
within the whatever the pummel pits.
Yeah.
Then 500. I'm gonna have ready to make that first attack in, and then we'll have another 1,000 ready for the second wave and ready to fight off if people are coming from
From the
King's
other way.
Castle.
Yep. No, that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Or should you
Because-
think we should put more people in the initial attack?
We'll just put it 50-50. Because else this would be a 1,050. So just do 50-50.
I think that's good because we need them
Think we
to
outnumber
hold that.
them quite
As long as we hold that choke point,
And then
we're good.
If we can force the king to surrender.
If we lose that choke point, things start getting hairy for sure.
I think the plan is ready.
Because I don't feel like
It's our best
I don't feel like the arena is gonna have that many guards in there.
No.
No,
I feel like
From
more
what
of the
you and
guards
me
get the
seen when we
barracks
staked it
and
out, it was pretty minimal.
no, not too bad. Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
We're gonna have them outnumbered quite a bit, like 25 to 1.
At least
Did you guys get all that? We were conversing a lot.
Let's do it.
What are you whispering about?
As like conversing, you notice that like most of like Lark has kind of just situated himself on a couch. He pulled a chair out actually from one of your rooms. Judas is just kind of standing there, warpike in the ground, taking everything in. Isla is standing there ready. Nadia is standing there ready. Erider is kind of just stout and paying attention. And as you kind of ask him, and he goes, we also have some gifts. And as you see a member of of his ship bring in a crate, he goes, the finest from Vastmar. And he opens up the crate and he pulls out a bunch of bottles of wine and he starts handing them out.
I fucking love this guy!
I was hoping to go, even though I just got one.
This is, well, our gift to Nadia, but I'm sure
Genuine relations.
a bit of revelry is afoot tonight. As we start having some drinks and
For the
slinging them
time.
back a little bit, I want everybody to make a constitution saving.
Yeah.
Some ale and wine!
There we go.
I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone gets +3 because we're all within 10 feet.
22. 20.
30-20.
Or 19.
30-20.
9.
24.
Okay. Everybody is feeling pretty good. Like, can keep this going. Rowan, you're feeling
Typical.
pretty tipsy off the first bottle.
One beer clear.
It's like this guy's never drank before.
Oh yeah. My room.
and you see like the rest of the crew of the Hangman's Play. Well, the 4 of the Hangman's Play are doing pretty fine, and even Erider's kind of like slugging him, and he's like, no problem. But at that point, I know we wanted to do a few other things before that we mentioned. Does anybody want to do anything before we close the night? I know you said you wanted to talk to.
Yeah, can I do that now?
Yeah. Does anybody else want to do anything else as well?
Just because it's night now, but we're going to do it next session.
Yeah, we'll say
Try to get laid.
the bit of the rebel rousing sort of carries on through the night. Find out that Sigmund has parted his way. He went to his room. We can do that now.
Yeah, so I will do my normal kind of ritual, light some candles, make a little circle, kind of sit down. A little groggy since I'm drunk and try to meditate. And I want to connect with the god Sebek. Sebek, the god of, I think, hazards and danger.
I believe so as well.
And my god Sebek, there's many quarrels tomorrow. Anything that you could provide me, make sure that we understand the dangers ahead. Be much appreciated. This is Sigmund, by the way, son of Oldstead.
And with that, you reach out to one of your gods. Make a religion check. Eight. With that, you get yourself, as always, whenever you sort of reach out to him, feel yourself sort of like sitting in your chair, and all of a sudden the chair that you're sitting in feels a little like a waterbed, and you sort of feel like it pops. You kind of sink, and you feel like this water is kind of like slowly draining into your lap, and then you kind of feel yourself kind of like just treading in your own room, and you just feel a bit of cold water rush by the front of you, and you sort of feel the sense of uncertainty to be able to tell you what is being asked. But you hear a voice. Don't see any presence. You tremble in the waters. You have made friends with many. You know not what wrath may show you tomorrow, Sigmund. And then it feels like the waterbed or the wave kind of pushes back up. Don't feel like you get much.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do one more. A different god.
Okay.
We're gonna go to horse riding this time.
Okay.
And this time, I want to connect with him, trying with my sword.
Okay. With the sword.
Yes, but also the sword because that's what I'm gonna be using tomorrow too, right?
Yeah.
If that makes sense, because that's like the kind of what I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah, like your
Yeah.
sword that we've been. Yeah.
Yep.
I get
So, say, Father, I've known I've been astray from the path, and I know tomorrow is going to be a big day. I hope that I'm able to follow that path and shed the light of you amongst others with righteousness
be able to show them true meaning, following the light, and that there is hope for those who have been shit on by the king. Please, bless me in this sword. Show good favor with me controlling, or me working with the dragon turtle. I not know where he comes from, or what he believes. But let the light connect us. Be the guide to victory. I'll end up with that. Come on! Come on! That's a little better.
Advantage.
Let's go.
Come on! That's a little better. How fucking afford? Come on, team!
15.
Oh, that's better.
Yes.
Okay.
As you listening.
You, in your state, find yourself on your knees inside of your circle instead of sitting in a chair. And you, throughout this, you draw that sword, and as you draw it and the water spills across the floor, you feel this warmth and sizzle and bubble come from the water as you are looking upon it. And you feel as if, you see and feel steam, and your room becomes a sauna. And you hear in the back of your head a light start burning above your head. The warmth of 1,000 suns on your back. Sigmund, my son. I know not of Dracus and what he aligns, but he, too, like the people of this realm, are lost. As long as you understand, now your path is not of revenge. It is of righteousness. You are the bright steel that shows people back to the light. As long as you walk this path, they will too. And you feel the steam sort of pull into your armor and back into the sword. And you feel that burning flame of a sun in the form of a halo still rests upon your head. Something you have not seen in a long
Yeah, I was gonna say for a while.
And he leaves you with one more word. You are kin now, once again. And you sort of come to, and you find yourself standing, and you're actually like hovering off the air a little bit. And there's a mirror that you have on the opposite side of the wall, and you see this burning, blazing halo above your head, and you just feel the power and the warmth within yourself again.
Oh.
And then you sort of drift down to the ground. And that's that.
Sweet.
Getting all my buffs.
I will go to sleep with that.
Yeah.
Lots of sleep bug.
And then we'll also say for the rest of you that are out there, Zodia approaches. And he's sort of like trembling as he's like kind of comes up to you all. You're like passed out, so you're not you're long gone.
He's just like,
But
He's alright.
the rest of you, along with the Hangman's Plague, along with Nadia, he sort of like is trembling, and it feels like there's like rapid vibration like in his entire body, kind of like the skittering that he had first. He goes, I think I've done it. I think I've done it.
Zodia, explain, what did you do?
I feel the connection, and it is strong. It is strong. And he sort of takes this key that he has in his hand, and he speaks a couple words. Sorry, he speaks a word. Oh, that's a different power. And he sort of looks at it, and his eyes kind of roll back. And he goes, by the powers of Mount Celestia and the powers of Olympus, I now wield the key of Khazad-dûm. And he holds up the key, and he slams it down, and it goes, and it transforms into this trident. And it's just beautiful gold and bronze, and he just slams it down to the side, and he goes, and he twirls it around. We will do this, and we will do it right. And he casts something, casts gust of wind, and you feel all the doors and windows. And there's like a constant wind just blowing throughout the guild hall, and even you kind of sit down, and this happens right as you kind of get done with your commune, and you feel like the halo on your head, the doors open, and it stays present, but it sits there. You're kind of like, what the hell? And Zodia goes, this feels nice. Thank you. And he sort of puts it towards the back, or he kind of goes to like put it up towards his neck, and it transforms back into a necklace.
Oh,
So sick.
And
I
he
hope I'm
goes,
going to be thanking you tomorrow.
and he puts it there. Well, shall we tomorrow usurp this goddamn king?
We shall. For the Tyde.
For the time!
For the Tyde.
Fucking fat fuck down.
So it's for like, hoorah!
And
what's that fun,
that's
guys?
where we'll end tonight's episode.
Let's go!
And that is it, boys.
Our first live stream!
Is this? Do I have to get this back?
Happy birthday, Sullivan, if you're there.
That was a wonderful day. Now
Oh,
it's
it's
session.
Hey, how do I end it over here?
The key of Cosmo, that's like Sir Charles Scumpy's
Sullivan, your birthday.
golden item. I wanted to try it so bad.
So just skunk man.
He's